We're back.
Off to a roaring stop as usual. Welcome back to Packers Derailed. I'm your host, JJ Lahey. I got my mic turned on this time. Thank goodness. I'm here with the one and only Christoph Scott. Jake is going to be here. Don't worry. He is just running late as usual. Shocker. Who could have seen that coming? Big, huge breaking news that had to shake up our planned programming for tonight. Dontayvion Wicks, no longer a Packer, traded to the Philadelphia Eagles today for a 2026 fifth-round pick and a 2027 sixth-round pick. Tool for this. Doesn't believe us that Jake is coming. Jake almost wasn't going to be here, and then things worked out, so he is going to be here. Man, first of all, Chris, forget the compensation for a second. Let's just talk about the impact of Dontayvion Wicks no longer being on this roster. How are you feeling right now with Wicks being gone? I don't know that you and I have talked a lot about your feelings about Wicks before. He's certainly a guy that we talk about all the time on this show. And in fact, you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, who do they say is getting traded? Who they say is getting traded? Oh, yeah. It is.
Yeah, I like
last
him.
time. Is it Wicks? It's Wicks.
I like him. I mean, he was a great fifth-round selection for us. We have depth to cover, though. We got Sky Moore, we got Savion Williams. Looking at what Wicks was doing for us, like some 400 snaps, 250 which are passing routes, gets about 50 targets, plays a little bit inside, a little bit outside. He had, some hands concerns for a little bit, but he was there when we needed him in a lot of spots. He'll be missed, but, we keep on.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing with Wicks is that he always seemed like he was right on the verge of breaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And we gave him 3 years, and he never did actually break out. We joked that he was, one of those enriched uranium tier players for us on the Packers of like, man, the potential is there, and you can see just how exciting of a prospect he is and how he has all the tools needed, physical tools, the route running, separation.
Mm-hmm.
The hands were always a problem, and he had all the concentration drops, and they would show up in just huge clusters. It happened all the time. And it was so frustrating feeling like, man, there's something huge here that is untapped. And we kept wondering, like, are they going to be patient enough to coax that full potential out of him? Mm-hmm. Now we have our answer. The answer is no. Now, we got back out of him the fifth-round pick that we spent to go get him, plus a sixth next year. And we got 3 years of quality play out of the guy. He logged 1,500, almost 1,600 snaps on offense for us in those 3 years. As you said, very willing run blocker, seemed like a really nice scheme fit a lot of the time for the Packers. I always felt like his unrealized value was a lot higher than what you could ever get for him in any kind of a trade. And the fact that the Eagles were willing to part with 2 early day 3 picks, it's a nice return. I'm not mad about the return. I'm not sitting here going, oh, we didn't get enough for him. Certainly we got enough for him. The compensation is great. And there are a lot of mouths to feed in that room. But he's going to be missed. And I think that the tantalizing temptation of like what he could be, there's certainly a little bit of just like maybe we did need to cut bait and move on to some more guys who, like Matthew Golden and Savion Williams, need to be out there so you can find out what you have in them and give them a chance to really grow and flourish in this offense.
Yeah, and like, looking at how you're using Matthew Golden and Wicks and these guys, like they're splitting a lot of time inside and outside. It's like, what I'd like to see happen is for Golden to really take over those target share and those snaps that Romeo Doubs was getting. And then, you can backfill Wicks' responsibility with, a combination of Sky Moore, who, who probably also have to back up Jayden Reed if he gets injured. And, you're hoping Savion Williams is doing anything other than, wide receiver screens and jet sweeps, Like, let's get him involved in the game a little bit. And, maybe we pick up, there's a lot of talk that we're going to pick up another guy sort of in the draft. I don't know even if we didn't, I think we'd be okay. There's some guys that I'd like to see him get, but, we still have a lot of guys who can take up all that target share.
So we're certainly going to spend a decent chunk of tonight's podcast looking at wide receivers in this draft. The Packers have already brought in two guys, Anthony Miller and Ted Hurst, on visits. And we talked about them a bit last week. We're going to talk about those guys some more. We're going to look at some other wide receivers in this draft class for sure. But let's start by looking at the guys who are still on the roster, because with Romeo Doubs and Dontayvion Wicks exiting, there's a very clear top four dudes at this position in Christian Watson and Matthew Golden, Jayden Reed, and Savion Williams. After them, you would think you're going to have Bo Melton re-entering the conversation. The whole move to cornerback felt goofy all last year. And then, surprise, surprise, they never ever played him at cornerback because he's a wide receiver. But certainly this opens the door, if they don't draft anybody, or if they draft somebody and don't let them play like they always do, there's certainly going to be a role for Bo Melton.
And I'd like to hope Sky Moore has a role too, because in Kansas City, his first 2 years were okay, but then, he misses the last 2 years to major injury. And so we're kind of going to find out, where he left off, right? And he was certainly he was a fan favorite during the draft when he got taken by Kansas City. I think maybe they took him a little high, but,
I'm curious to see where Jake is going to fall on this one, because you're saying that you want to see Sky Moore have a role. And I'm saying I have a role for him. It's on special teams. He's going to be a returner.
Right.
Fantastic. Don't need him on offense. Jake, welcome to the podcast.
What's up? How we doing?
What do you want to see out of Sky Moore? Do you want him playing a role in the offense?
I feel like, I don't know. I think the Chiefs have tried to scheme stuff up for him rather than even let him win on his own. And even then, it was like, we're still looking for guys. We would like to upgrade this receiver room a bit. I don't, even as someone who liked Sky Moore, I'm good. I think I'm okay. I feel
like as this rotational depth piece, when you're comparing him to the other guys who are in your receiver room, like Isaiah Nayor or Jacoby Keens.
I don't know those guys. Never heard of them. No.
Well, you don't know this cat.
I know Isaiah Nayor. I get it.
This is Jacoby Keeney James.
Listen,
Jacoby Keeney
James.
Awesome. You don't know this guy?
As far as I'm concerned, there are 3.5 receivers in this room right now. Okay. And then one guy they love to cosplay. They're weird about him. Whatever. That's fine. I don't count him. So that's kind of
count Savion as a wide receiver.
I think he's half of one. No. I think the Bo Melton is the Bo Melton's the guy I didn't include. I think Savion's about half of one at the moment.
Well, you're missing somebody then, because you got Matthew Golden, Christian Watson, Jayden Reed, and Savion. So if you are
that's
including
3.5. That's 3.5. That's 3.5.
So who's the half?
Savion.
Oh,
Savion's a half. Yeah, and then Bo Melton's the guy I was talking about. They think he is. They're doing the gimmicky. Which side of the football does he play? Actually, all of them. He plays.
I agree with your count.
And so it's like, okay, we were already talking about them adding one before this happened, and now they've traded away Wicks. So, yeah. By the way, sorry I'm late. I told the draft to go faster when I heard we were talking about wide receivers today. Okay, I told them we got to speed this up. So they listened.
Hey, Jake, can I get your help with something tonight?
You want me to try a poll? I'll do it.
Not that. No,
I'll be on the poll.
Yes, we'll do that. Whenever one of us is on an interesting tangent, can you help me remember that we need to have the guy who's doing the talking be like in the top or the left position? So like right now, I'm on top. So that would mean that I would be the guy who's getting featured in like the YouTube shorts, like the reel thing.
Yeah.
We have all these clips from last week of Newt talking, but we're just staring at your face the whole time. So we need to remember to manually move that. All right, got our weekly business meeting out of the way.
Perfect.
We got now weekly cheddar here. I think this is my guy Miles. Oh, I've never said his name out loud before. His last name Titik. I think this is my guy Miles, but it might be his co-host. Sorry, who is Savion Williams? Listen, you may remember we drafted a guy in the third round last year and didn't play him.
Is this a bit?
Didn't play him. It's probably a bit.
Is this a bit?
Lee 86
That's
Thunder.
me, you goofball. That's me.
Oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot.
That's me. I was waiting for the cloud recording to process, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get in the comments here and mess around.
I'm such an idiot. No, my guy Miles' show is called The Packers Weekly. That's what it's called, The Packers Weekly. And the logo is a little bit similar. I'm such an idiot.
I was like, oh, is JJ doing a bit? I'm going to end the bit. No, he's not. Okay.
For any of you who are not already subscribed to Weekly Cheddar, that's Jake's other show. That's the one that I'm not allowed to be on because it's too serious. We were doing Derailed for a hot minute on Jake's channel, and he's like, "Listen, I gotta tell you, man, like we need to not be so silly because my channel is serious." And I finally said, Jake, do we need to just make a new channel for Derailed? And he's like, yeah, Derailed needs its own channel because you can't stop being silly.
It did.
The show's going to stay silly.
It did need it.
So Lee 86 Thunder. So Lee says, just subbed from Jake's channel. I don't know if you remember, Lee. You used to listen to us way back in the day when we were Packernet Derailed. I remember you well. It's been a long time. Glad you're here. Super glad you're here. Missed you a lot. Tool for this says, I feel like Wicks will be replaced by Golden and Romeo is replaced by Savion. That's an interesting arrangement. I do want to talk about how this wide receiver room is going to come together. So you got your top three guys, and I want to figure out how they're going to be used. Right? Golden, Reed, Watson. Chris, I'll let you answer first. What do you see for when the Packers go out there in 11 personnel? How are those guys getting used?
I mean, I love that. I love Reed in the slot with Golden and Watson on the outside. Watson stretching the field and Golden giving you that extra ability. It's just, you need Golden to take a little step up. You want him, his name to be called a little bit more on these plays. And, the only concern I have is that our receiving core seems to suffer a lot of injuries through the seasons. And it's like there's one of them down like every single week. So I keep trying to say to myself, who's the next in line behind each of these guys? Who's the guy who stretches the field if Watson goes down? Who's your shifty slot guy when Reed's gone? And who's outside, the route runner backing up Golden if he suffers the same fate as the rest of our core. And I think that's where, to me, like the question is, I guess if you want to say Savion's your gadget receiver who's still going to be running sweeps and wide receiver screens, I think like Sky Moore is kind of like his backup, I guess, because now you have two guys who are filling that same role. But I don't see any other names on our roster who I'd be like, yeah, that's somebody who could do something there. It's like Bo Mountain maybe is your field stretcher. It's like, are you comfortable with that, or do you want to take a shot in the draft with guys later in the round like Bryce Lance out of North Dakota State, right? This deep route runner. Wouldn't it be fitting to have your field stretcher be another North Dakota State guy?
This podcast, we are huge fans of Bryce Lance whenever Brian Maffey's not on with us, and then we don't like Bryce Lance. We flip flop a lot. I think Jake likes Bryce a bit more than I do. But I also didn't like Christian Watson very much. So I kind of just put Bryce for me as he's like diet Christian Watson, and I didn't love the original as a prospect so much. So my ceiling of how excited I could be about Bryce Lance as a prospect is capped at 85% of what I could possibly have been excited about Christian Watson.
Yeah. Listen, I understand. I get it. It's a tall dude who can run from North Dakota State. I know the yards per up run is high against zone coverage. I understand that. Nobody could catch him. And that's a great part of the production from North Dakota State. Knowing, okay, so basically nobody else can run with him. That's awesome. He is very much I don't think I would play him in any meaningful snap until 2027. Just personally. Route break transitions, not good. Catch technique, body catches, jumping when the ball arrives. Just a lot of that stuff that is just very, yikes, kind of stuff for a year one player that I would be very, very concerned if he had to play a bunch. That's the only reason. Hey, you want to swing day 3 and take him, that's fine. Savion would be playing ahead of him, I think, at this point. And I don't think there's much of a question about it. So I think if Watson goes down, I think Savion's taking over that role, right? I think they might try to have Golden do some of that. They might be rotating around. They might have to have Reed now be some of the X, which is just a really scary thing to think about as well. So, again, the JJ, this is what I mean. You get the point where they think Golden should be stretching the field, which they've given him a lot of vertical routes, to be fair. They've done that. They let him run down the field, and he makes plays. There's no question. He's going to catch the football down there. But if they feel okay, Savion isn't quite as ready to take over that full time if Watson goes down, they might, again, just be in that kind of rotation mode where maybe Savion's getting some access to free space in the slot, so they can ask him to, get yards after the catch and stuff like that and go, okay, Reed, we don't love when you're out there. We don't, we haven't actively tried to get you out there as a perimeter boundary player, but we're going to have to do that. And so I think Reed is probably somebody who can handle it in doses, but a full game is probably not what you would want to have. So if Watson goes down, it's going to be a lot of rotation. So yeah, I think Chris brought up, one of the guys who you have to think about in that Watson role of stretching the field, because Lance could definitely stretch the field. It's just more, I think, for me, of the question of year one, are we going to get and again, Watson wasn't like Watson in year one, right? He dropped the first pass that was thrown to him, but he's wide open. So I understand. I feel like Lance might do a similar thing. So I get it. If you're just asking Lance to get in the field and just run the go routes the entire time, okay, fine. My only issue is love me thinking about it. You know how our boy thinks. He wants those throws. So yeah, I think it's just a question of can that guy, if they're looking for one, be just a little more composed down the field right now versus some of these guys who I think just need a little bit more time. I think that's where that boy from Georgia State comes in, people. I think that's where he comes in as a discussion.
We're going to spend quite a bit of time talking about wide receivers.
I would have picked him. I would have picked him at 52, JJ. That thing, if he was available, he was not. I wish he was. He was not. I think there's a lot of love for that fella Ted Hurst out there. So, Do I think Green Bay would dare to take him at 52? I don't know, man. I don't know. I wouldn't rule anything out right now. I would not rule.
Oh, I wouldn't either.
Watson's not extended right now.
Shocked if they took him there.
Watson's not extended. That's the thing I would tell everyone as well right now. Like, he doesn't have the contract on the table. Like, he might get it.
No, we did just get a report like
we don't
10 days ago that the Packers are trying to work on an extension with him. So
that they should. They need to do that at this point. But I don't think. Do you guys think Reed's sticking around after the season?
I don't know. I'm probably lower on Reed than anybody else you're going to talk to. I'm probably not the right guy to ask that question. And also, I fully acknowledge that it can be right there for Reed. But I had a lot of the same questions about Romeo, and I felt like Romeo did develop into what he needed to, and then like kind of priced himself out of Green Bay's range. And I think that, from like a body composition standpoint, they'd rather pay Jayden Reed over Romeo.
Right.
If Reed kind of pops off this year, it's really unfortunate that he missed so much time last year with all those injuries. He really felt like he was about to turn a corner. And then, you got the broken foot that was plaguing him all off season, and you knew that was just a dicey situation. And I was upset that he was just going to go out there and start playing in week 1 rather than let's just get the stinking surgery early in the offseason, get that taken care of, so that then you can be there when we need you later in the season. He gets the broken collarbone, decides to take care of the foot surgery at the same time. I thought that was absolutely the right call. And he was just really quiet when he came back at the end. And okay, sure, you're recovering from 2 surgeries. Shouldn't really be surprised that you're not exploding onto the scene and showing us this huge year 3. But now it really is go time. Like, as we stand here today, no, I wouldn't expect Jayden Reed to get a second deal from the Packers. But we got to see what he does here in year 4. See if he produces. There's no more excuses, right? Like, step up and earn your contract. It's time. We've seen it. We've seen the pieces from him before. He's got the whole tool set. And I think that it's been kind of a recurring theme with a lot of these mid-round wide receivers we've drafted in the last few years of, man, they can really put it together for 4, 5, 6 games, and then they go really quiet for a long time. So maybe this year, with fewer mouths to feed, and you just got Watson and Golden and Reed that you're trying to feed, and there's not the heavy rotations, maybe you're going to see some of these guys really blossom with getting a lot more consistent playing time out there.
Yeah. It'll be good. Hopefully that he is healthy this season, and we get to see what the full season looks like. Okay, because you brought this up now, and we didn't really answer Air's question, I want to bring this up just because Too Old for This brought it up.
For neighbors.
Okay, just because Too Old for This brought it up, I just want to bring this in here. Okay. Just make sure that we understand that John Harbaugh has said everybody is tradable, okay? Just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. I know everybody wants to trade for a different New York Giant, not me. Not me. You know which New York Giant I want on the squad. So, yeah. Okay. I'd trade Golden at a 1 for him, for sure. No questions asked.
You think Golden at 1 would get it done?
No,
man,
probably not.
I don't think so either.
Probably going to be two ones.
I'll trade Parsons.
Ones we don't have. I mean,
not to say you'll trade Parsons for Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, that's correct. You heard me correct. Defense is, I don't know. Defense can. Is it really sticky season to season? Offense is sticky season to season. Okay. No. So anyway, I had to bring that up because it's too old for this. two of us brought that up in the comments. Did we answer Ayers' question in the start?
No, let's circle back. Ayers says, Jake, were you a fan of how Wicks developed in his last season with us? He seemed to always be open, but mostly against CB2 level players. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think with Wicks and where he was at, I feel like we didn't, again, it just the way that what Green Bay wanted to play in the receiver room, I think just kind of didn't give Wicks as many opportunities I think he deserved. After year one, I think it was after 2023, I thought it was very clear that Wicks and Reed were the best two receivers on the field. And then 2024, Doubs and Watson kind of overtook him, essentially. And so we didn't get to really see a lot of that. And so I do think Wicks, I'm going to try to frame this as well as I can. I think Wicks is that level of like win with the tempo, win with adapting to what he's seeing mid-route. Like, I think he does that well. I think the breaks are really clean and sharp. Mike, I think the question that, in terms of what he did before the ball arrived, I think the biggest question was, is he, like, Devontae still had, I think he's just, everybody wanted him to be Devontae, and I think I understood it. I understood, like, kind of the way that he could play maybe got there. I just think Devontae was always lighter on his feet, and Wicks could get a little heavy-footed, and I think that is the difference between getting open on a lot of routes versus getting open, at that, 50, 60% clip against man coverage. Like, I think that's the difference. I think Wicks was just a little heavier, wider base at the break point that I think maybe stunted his ability to really sustain and create all that separation you want on those intermediate things. Like, I think he can do it, when you don't have the number ones rolling his way. Like, I think he could find ways to win in that regard because, again, he was bigger, physical, and had good enough footwork. But when I think we were looking at the enriched uranium stuff, it was kind of like, okay, can we find that next gear with him? Working the stem. Can we find that next gear with him at the top? And then once he gets through that top of route stuff, like I think it's just, he wasn't as quick and as light of feet with those breaks that I think kind of just didn't get him the level of separation I think a lot of us thought he potentially could reach because of what he was showing as a rookie. Like, I think that is probably the difference between he's good in the rotation versus, okay, like he should be starting. I think that's, to me, is the difference. And then obviously just catch point inconsistency stuff, which unfortunately it's kind of been volatile for him, right? We were kind of hoping that, oh yeah, he had a bad drop season. What was his last season? Or was it the season before? It
was actually the last two seasons.
It was the last two. Okay.
And then in school? It was his last year in school.
Last year in school, but the year before was good.
In the NFL, he was... so his whole career, it was kind of like every other year. And then 2025 was the year it was supposed to be good, and it wasn't. So that was the first time he did 2 bad years in a row.
Yeah, I think that's the toughest part, right? It's just it wasn't. We didn't find that. It's just the volatility kept rearing its ugly head, right? And that it's just we didn't kind of level off in that regard. And it just seemed like, I think it seemed like the ball arrived for him a little quicker at times than he thought. And that kind of maybe affected a little bit of things at the catch point too. So yeah, just a tricky thing for him. And again, he was a 5th round pick. And so obviously Romeo's a 4th and he got, 17 per year, which great hit for Goody. Well done there. And you got a 5th and a 6th for a guy you took in the 5th. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We take those. And again, that's the 1 year, $12.5 million extension type of thing. Kind of surprised. That seems like a lot to me for somebody who hasn't really. But again, the cap number going up, kind of these middle of the road receivers are going to get that type of money, which is kind of crazy to think about. But back to Newt's comment. Yeah, man. I think the door is definitely open for that. Would not shock me the slightest that they go that route. Maybe 52.
Newt is asking if this opens the door for Ted Hurst.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to be talking about Ted Hurst a lot tonight.
Malachi Lawrence at 52,
There's some other
Ted Hurst at 84.
Well.
We've been there. Lawrence at 52, Hurst at 84. I don't think that's going to happen. But I wish
maybe Stribling at 84. If Hirsch is gone, it might be Stribling.
Yeah, it probably would be. All right, do we like Stribling because of like he's got that like golden track, late ascension, November into the postseason. We like that. Wasn't used a lot early on and kind of just caught fire. Is that we kind of feeling it for that?
Well, it doesn't hurt.
At least, I was gonna say, okay, at least some. I think at least somewhat of it is kind of like, oh yeah. I mean, when you catch fire later in the season, you're probably playing the better teams later in the season. You get in the playoff, right? You know, obviously the first game's
it really doesn't hurt,
but it does. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. No.
I'll tell you. Hold on a second.
Give me Barham at 52. Okay, give me Barham at 52. So, I do think Akis is also in play for them at 52. But
back to Stribling for a second. So Stribling, so he's got this past year, 45.9% of his targets went for a first down, which is not, it's not over the 50% threshold that we're looking for. And actually his career is only 41%, which is even lower. But you want to know a guy who is over 50% for both career and his final year? He played for Bambi. Lincoln Riley. Jacoby Lane. 969 RAS. Hits every single check mark I'm looking for.
Young.
It's just a bunch of blue and green everywhere. And then 50% exactly his last year at 51.01% career. That's nice. It's very nice.
I think another guy right on that like year 2, year 3 could explode type of track. He's 21, which doesn't hurt either. Still in kind of that figuring it out, like, how do I put together and marry up the footwork in the hands and the tempo all together? How do I do that? Am I too urgent at times? Yes. Am I not as urgent at times? Yes. Like, I think he's trying to figure out what that looks like, where the line is of like, okay, against, if a guy's going to lunge at me, how do I be urgent enough to combat that? Like, I think he is still kind of in that mode of figuring it out, but man, he's got kind of some of that light footwork you talk about. Like, he's got some of that light footwork. He's got the jump ball guy. He can win on the field, like good body control, that type of player. Like, I get it. I get it for what Green Bay's looking for too. Like, I don't mind that. I do not mind that. So
let's look real quick here, because another guy, we already brought up Bryce Lance, but Bryce Lance checks all those Packer boxes you're looking for, every single one of them.
Just please not on day 2, man. Don't do this to me. Just please at 120. You can do it at 120. You do it at 120. But
so you're fine with him in the 4th.
Yeah.
Obviously, you prefer him in the 5th, but if you could get him in the 4th, you're still okay with that?
I understand. They're swinging. I understand the doing that in the 4th round. I do. I get it. I can get there.
So check this out.
Elijah Surratt, this I can't. 50%. We gotta. Okay. Well, let's do this. Since you brought up Elijah Surratt, I do not understand Jordy comps. I think there actually is a Jordy comp in this class. Believe it or not,
Elijah Surratt.
I don't think anyone can guess who it is.
He can't be a Jordy comp. Come on, man.
Okay. No,
don't try and classify Elijah Surratt as a white receiver.
I think people will be surprised who I think the Jordy comp is in this class. I heard it from somebody once. I'm like, oh yeah, it's so true. It's not who you think the Jordy comp is, guaranteed. Don't think you could guess it.
I'm not going to try. Tell me.
It's Carnell Tate. Believe it or
Dang
not.
it! I should have said it. That was the only.
You really going to say it?
I should have said it. I'm so mad at myself.
I think that's super accurate. By the way. Body control by the sideline so good. It's so natural. Like, he's not like the fastest player on the field, but it doesn't matter. He still looks fast and he makes people look silly down the field. Like, that's who he looks like. Somebody said it to me and I can't get out of my head anymore. I can't get out of my head. That's exactly who it is.
As somebody who's been a Carnell Tate truther since his freshman season, I'm kind of mad I've never thought about that myself. It looks
so good. It is really.
Error says if we go wide receiver earlier, he's got to be a route running jump ball guy. I mean, like, to be fair, and we talked about this a little bit.
Everybody got to be that guy.
We do not have somebody that I feel good about as your X receiver on this roster, and haven't for years. And we did have 12 of us said, I'm a dummy. What is a X, Y, Z, Q, L, M, N, O, P receivers? You know what? On this podcast, no question is too dumb to ask. All right. All right. So your X receiver, like, typically lines up on the short side of the field. Typically is not going in motion because he's on the line of scrimmage.
Correct. That's a big one. Yeah.
He's gonna almost always be manned up with a guy lined up right over top of him. You're looking for a guy who can consistently win one-on-one without help, without needing to be schemed open. You need that release package.
Yeah.
You need the whole package of the hands, the footwork, strength, physicality, route precision, ball winning ability. Right? You got to have a lot of different catch points. It's like your ISO receiver, right? Your Y, well, it's a tight end.
Indeed.
And your Z, I guess I struggle a little bit. Like I know it when I see it, and then I always struggle explaining it to people. So this is your flanker. It's your field stretcher.
Yeah.
He's usually field side. Can motion, often does motion.
Mm-hmm.
Like Christian Watson.
Yeah, really good.
Perfect Z receiver.
Really good example. Yep.
And the route running is a lot more of an afterthought.
Yeah. Often closer to the ball as well. Just, yeah, a guy can be always on the move, right? You still give him a lot of what, I mean, you see Watson's route tree, right? It's the deep ball stuff, the posts, the big crossers, right? Not necessarily the digs, right? But sometimes. But the X's have all those in-out, comeback, curl stuff. Often, as you said, against contact. And, like, that's, yeah.
Whenever you hear about a guy getting schemed open, the Z is always involved in that in some way. He's either peeling defenders off, or he's the guy you're scheming open because you're not expecting him to be the one that you're scheming open.
Yep.
He's always involved. So, yeah. Your X is your Devontae, your Giannis. You know, this is all your favorite receivers in the NFL for your fantasy team over the years have been X receivers.
Yeah.
And the Packers...
They just get moved around a lot more than they used to. Yeah.
The Packers have kind of never had one, basically, in recent years. Like, Devontae was de facto your X receiver because he was by far the most talented guy you had.
That's definitely the closest, for sure.
And he was still, like, a complete misfit in terms of if you were just designing your X receiver, you wouldn't design Devontae. But he was so absurdly talented that that's how they used him. But he was never the biggest guy.
Yeah.
Never the biggest. And the speed is not as important as the size, I would say. And, like, from a size standpoint, sure, Christian kind of actually does fit that. You know, if you look at the sizes of all of our wide receivers, Savion and Christian are both 6'4". And actually, Isaiah Nair is 6'4" as well. And then you got a bunch of short guys on here too. Sky Moore's 5'10". Got a couple 6-footers.
Yep.
Wicks, who's just exiting, is 6'1". Jayden Reed's 5'11".
It's true.
Tool for this said Lad McConkey is our X. Harris says, I don't think X's have to be uber athletic or big if their other attributes round them out enough. Well, I think that your point about rounding them out is kind of the key, is that you have to have a lot of different things that make you special, so that because your X can't be somebody who you can just shut down by doing one thing. It's a guy who can beat you a bunch of different ways.
Yeah. And I think, the body type has changed a lot, I think, as well. Like, when you look back to who the X's are, Andre Johnson, Calvin Johnson, Fitzgerald, right? These are Julio Jones, even I would throw in there. Like, these towering dudes who can
Julio
just
is who I always think
everything. I mean, to be like Julio is like a turbocharged X. Like he's an X with like freaking ridiculous afterburners.
Do you think that Julio and Megatron were, physically capable of being an X, or were they lacking in some areas? And just kind of okay.
I got another one. I think another one in that category of like, he's okay. Randy Moss, who's pretty okay. I think
he's all right
for the most part. No, but I do think like the X has changed, right? Like, those guys were tall, big, like, and you got your like Jeffersons and Chases now that are kind of more around the 6 foot, 195 to 205 type of thing, which is like, again, not necessarily small because there's a lot of smaller players, but yeah, those guys very clearly you throw in there for sure. I think Mike Evans is probably the closest we've had to the throwback version of it for some time now. Like, he's probably as closest to like what you would think to be a throwback guy. And so like
Mike Evans, yeah.
And so because Mike Evans is so good, everybody wants the next like Mike Evans, right? Like, oh hey, Treylon Burks, this cat could play X. Quinn Johnson, this cat could play X. Keon Coleman, a favorite of a lot of people, he could play X. I've seen the next iteration. Malachi Fields is the next iteration on that long track of this is a big dude who we think can play X, but actually cannot.
Can Jeremiah Smith play X?
Claypool, another great example. Yeah, absolutely, of course. Actual guy
who
are
can play
calling
X him the next Chase
crazy.
Claypool.
I hope not. No, Keon Coleman was definitely the next Chase Claypool. I have video evidence of that one.
Oh gosh,
that was
all right.
So true. Anyway,
Thomas Austin says, "JJ, answer me. Why did they get rid of Wicks?" So,
this one I starred this, Thomas. I put it in the star category. Just want to say that.
He said, "What the H happened? I need someone to explain this to me. Why?" So here's the thing: we're all sad that Wicks is gone because we all liked Wicks a lot. And Wicks was the guy that we kept putting in, we called it our enriched uranium tier. He's like the super sky high ceiling, pretty low floor, like the, what's the variance, right? Very high variance with Wicks.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Unstable contract.
They were not going to extend him next year. All right. They gave him 3 years. And they knew, hey, look, we just let Romeo Doubs walk because we weren't going to pay him. And we're probably going to get a 5th, maybe a 4th for him, probably a 4th, as a compensatory pick next year. And Wicks doesn't have that kind of market. We have other guys that we want to get playing time, and this is a really good return for Wicks. So they got a 2026 5th-round pick, which is, I think, number 156. Somebody tell me if that's wrong. And then they got a 2027 6th-round pick. They drafted him with a 5th-round pick. So there's a full 6th-round pick profit here. Plus you got 3 years playing time out of him, 1,500 snaps on offense. So it was a good deal for the Packers. And the question that we always had was, look, there's so much potential here with Wicks. Are the Packers going to be patient and keep trying to develop it? And are they going to actually fully unlock him and turn him into what we thought he could be, which was that we felt like he, from a skill set standpoint, probably had the highest ceiling of any of the wide receivers that we had to work with. not as athletically gifted as Matthew Golden or Christian Watson, but that we felt like there was such a high football IQ and really a crafted skill in his route running that was really cool. But this staff was just never able to actually unlock it with him full time. So they're getting a good return on their investment from him. And now you have guys who it's time for them to step up. They want Matthew Golden to be a full-time contributor to this offense. When they roll out there in 11 personnel, it's going to be Golden and Reed and Watson. Those are the three guys that are going to be out there. Meanwhile, you still have to find a role for Savion Williams. See if you can unlock him. Savion's going to be your new Dontayvion Wicks. This is the new guy that you're going to be hoping they can figure out how to unlock him. He's kind of the opposite of Wicks in some ways. He has just absurd athletic talent untapped that we need to figure out how to use. And that's going to be the thing with Savion. So, what ends up happening with him? Do they draft somebody this year? Probably. So they had a lot of depth in that room. There's been a lot of people asking if Wicks was one of those guys who was unhappy with his role in the team last year. And Wicks was certainly one of the first guys that my mind always went to when I was turning over the question in my head of, okay, who are the disgruntled players who are unhappy with their role? Because LaFleur talked about it a few weeks ago, saying there were some guys who were upset with their usage in the team. He didn't say offensive or defense. Wicks was always one of the first guys that I always thought of, was like, there's a lot of talent here. They're not using him very much. And he's not producing a lot. He had so many reliability issues when it came to dropping passes and stuff that, no, there wasn't any trust there between Jordan Love and Dontayvion Wicks. So I'm sad he's gone. I wanted to keep him. Yes, it was a great return on investment to get a fifth and a sixth for a guy that you drafted in the fifth, and then you got 3 productive years out of him. But I kind of would have rather just had Wicks on the roster. But the fact remains, they had no intention of paying him next year. So do you let him walk a year, next March for nothing, or do you trade him now? And we'll have to talk about these 2027 picks. There's a lot of picks next year. Goody is loaded for bear. Who was it? I think a tool for this said, where is it? I started. Maybe it got unstarred.
Who?
But
sorry,
I think we're 10 picks now next year.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. At the beginning, here's I have the list here.
I know
their picks. Next year we have.
He's putting a feast up.
That's one. He called it a feast. So next year we still don't have a first round pick, but we have our second, third, and fourth. 3 additional fourths for Rashan Gary, Malik Willis, and Romeo Doubs. Then we have our 5th round pick plus a 5th for Quay Walker. Then we have our 6th round pick plus 2 sixths, or 2 additional 6ths. So that's the Wicks trade that we just did today, and then a compensatory pick for Enigbare. So that's 3 sixths, 2 fifths, 4 fourths. That's 9, 10, 11 picks total. No 7th rounders. No first and no 7th, but you got whatever I just said, 9 or 11 or something like that.
Yeah.
11 picks.
9-11.
Between rounds 2 and 6. I said 11-9, so you can't. That's not on me. That's not on me. I said 11-9, right? It's like Jake always carefully saying 7-6 now.
Yeah. Look at all that capital they've built to go get Jeremiah Smith. Pretty impressive stuff. Anyway,
give me some JJ Smith.
Couple comments. Okay, we got to Thomas. Lee asked if we think Green Bay knows if they will extend Reed or not. I do think this is not a this offseason question. This is like
it's the next one.
How does this year go? Because he missed a lot of time. Yeah.
I don't think that question is going to factor into whether or not they draft a wide receiver this year.
Yeah.
I'll just say.
I agree.
might keep in mind. You might keep in mind looking at the guys who are coming out as undrafted free or UFAs next year, right? With Jayden Reed's class, right? You got Rashee Rice, Martin.
Unrestricted free agents, yeah.
Tank Dell, Jalen Hyatt, Michael Wilson, Trey Tucker. Is there really anyone in this next class other than Puka Nacua who you want?
All right. Well, you.
I mean, no. Remember, the Rams want to see more maturity from Puka, so they're not going to extend him.
If Arizona's not going to bring back Michael Wilson, sure.
Yeah, I like Michael Wilson.
Sure, if he's available.
We've got we don't have anyone else though.
No one. We're not. That's a big no on Rashee Rice. That's a no on Jalen Hyatt. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I kind of like Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker's interesting
from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
I'd still go with Jayden Reed though.
Speed. Yeah, I think so.
It's hard to look at that next year's class of free agents and say there's really anyone worth taking.
AJ Brown.
Parker Washington.
Interesting.
We have a dono from Thomas Austin.
Okay.
So I want to interrupt and give him a shout out.
Okay. I don't know if this was supposed to be a joke by Tool for this. I'd be.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
I would at least.
He's got them prison yard skills.
I would at least reach out. I'm not gonna lie.
So for the audio only crowd, just to clarify, that was Jake Schyvinck who said that.
For sure.
In case you're wondering whose voice that was.
I said that. I said it.
Thomas Austin sent in a $10 dono. He said it's for being awesome.
He did his time, unlike Rashee Rice. Just saying. Is that wrong?
Well, maybe prison can trade for Rashee Rice. Trade Henry Ruggs for Rashee Rice.
I heard there was some. Yeah, I think Pelissero reported on that or something. Some interest, maybe some mutual interest there.
So we have some comments from Twitter. Eric says, "I like the trade. Number one, he didn't want to be in Green Bay. Number two, this is more playing time for Golden and Savion. And number three, we're getting something for him now before he walks after the season." So we don't know that he didn't want to be in Green Bay, but we can speculate. And I would say, Eric, I would lean more toward agreeing with you. It's speculation, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
They gave him a 1-year extension, right? How much was the extension? And like
$12.5 million.
Yeah, so the comp pick would probably not even be that.
Professor Cakes is saying,
lovely question here, by the way.
Professor Cakes asks, how would everyone feel if on draft night Goody traded 52 and a fifth for Marvin Harrison Jr.? And on Twitter, Mike P says, I guess this means Marvin Harrison Jr. is a Packer. Now, as the
if they're going to extend Michael
Ohio
Wilson,
State Buckeyes fan on this podcast, you'd expect me to be all over this. I'm going to say I don't really want to go this direction personally, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Chris, do you want to answer first?
I mean, I watched a lot of Arizona this past season.
I'm sorry for you. My condolences for watching Arizona.
You know, I think they're maybe underappreciated. A lot of their losses were pretty tight games. But watching Marvin Harrison Jr., like, you feel good when he makes the play because he needs it. But I just don't know if – I mean, I don't think there's anyone else we could get in the draft for 52 as a wide receiver who I'd like over Marvin Harrison. But
yeah.
I mean, I'd rather use 52 for a defensive pick.
I would love to go through a scenario for you guys to really stress you out at 52 and 84 and make picks for every other team and make you pick it just to see how defense goes, because I really the more I think about it, I hate it. D-tackle, corner, I hate it sometimes. I really do. And like half of it is because you know that some of these guys are smaller. Right? Like the Abneys and the Ponds. Like, do we really think so?
Ponds, yes.
You think they're going to draft Ponds? You think they will draft him?
If he's there at 52, I think
5'8" and change.
They'll do it. He's good enough.
Man.
Pons is CB1 in this class for me.
I'm not all in on Ted Hurst, so I'd rather have those guys than taking Hurst at 52.
Yeah, but again, that's the thing, though. Are they good? Are they going to do that? Like, based on what we know, the history looks like. Do you think those are going to be the guys they're in on? And then the guys that are fits, do you like them?
I feel like they'd be more likely to reach and try to take like one of the other corners. The corner class is so weird, I feel like, because once you get to that mid-round, there's not like a precipitous drop-off anywhere. It's just like a steady flow of guys. And then there's so much variation on where people are ranking some of them. Like Dylan Everett might go in the second round for all I know. Like there might be somebody who's really high on it. And
he's going to go to the second round.
Yeah, I know who it is. Who's high on him, Chris? Who do you think's high on him?
I see these.
Who's high on him?
I see these mocks, and I'm just like, it's hard. Or like Julian Neal, I could see him going a lot higher than people think. And
I mean, until the combine, which for some reason he was like always in the 50s, 60s, 70s conversation, right? Like he was always in that conversation. Now he got thrown down a ton, which to me seems kind of weird. But I don't know. I go through this corner class. I'm just like super underwhelmed by the guys who aren't small. Like it's insane. And by the way, Delane's not big. Everybody's aware of that, right? I assume on this show we are. Like he's 5'11", 186. Like he's not big. So like all these guys who are 6'4", and like I get it. Tech Davis, I think he moves fine for a bigger guy. And then there's some other guys who one of them unfortunately Green Bay brought in for a visit from Stephen F. Austin. Transition stuff's rough, man. It's rough. It's a bit of a rough scene.
Wow.
For our boy Demings. That change direction stuff he's around the ball. Like, don't get me wrong. When he's around the ball, great things happen. But like, man. But like,
changed.
The transition stuff is, it looks tough out there. Daryl just doing the work for us here, throwing out some names we can chat about for sure. I know Newt brought up Jeremy Bernard, what we thought. So like both Daryl and Newt asked, maybe not asking, but at least bringing up Jeremy Bernard. I don't know if that's something we want to cover, but I don't know. The corner class,
let's do
the
this.
DT class. There's like one guy I like right now.
I feel like the wide receivers there are more likely to drop.
Yeah, sure. I think that's true. I don't think they're going to get Miller. I don't think they're going to get Miller. I don't think they're going to McDonald. Then how?
Because you don't think that they're going to be available at 52?
I don't. I think those should be the first two off the board.
I don't think they will be available at 52 either.
I don't think Banks is going to be either. I think somebody's going to swing at that. So like, I don't think he's going to be an option either.
Oh, Caleb Banks. No, right. Caleb Banks is probably going
to be an option, right? So it's like, I think Hunter's actually probably going to be available.
Both in the first round.
I've
and
seen
Chris
that
Johnson as well.
Yeah, Chris Johnson. Listen, it's a great thought, people. I think it's a no-brainer if he's there at 52. I just don't know about that. And I think that's the struggle, right? Like, I would love to go through this, JJ. I don't know if how we're looking on time and what we want to do. I would love to play every other team for 3 rounds, and you guys play the Packers. And see what happens. Because I think this is like, we can really like push guys off the board and make this a real stress test. Be like, all right, so who's the guy in this like scenario that kind of stinks, Like if this scenario stinks, like this is worst case scenario, right? Like
I feel like it'll just be an abandoned ship moment, and you'll be like, I gotta trade back and take less capital than I'd get.
Right.
And you're like, I need more swings because everyone here is.
And I think
qualifier.
And this is again where edge and receiver come into play. And like I know people don't like that. I understand. Mm-hmm. I understand not liking that. But like this is why we have the Malachi Lawrence conversation. This is why we have like the Zion Young, the Gabe Akis for all of the, even if you don't like that, the Denai Dennis Sutton conversation, right? Like we've had that conversation now. Like we have to start having these type of conversations because again, Lee Hunter, I know Daryl just kind of put him in the chat. We talked about Chris Johnson. I just don't see it. I think Chiefs, Seahawks, you get into that 30 to 40 range. I just can't imagine We see it. But again, that's the point of this. We're stress testing like the options. I don't know. Are they going to pick Lee Hunter if he's available? Do you think they
Jake, I'm going to cut you off.
Okay.
Here's what we got to do.
All right.
We are officially over time. We're not going to end the stream, though.
It's like soccer. We have extra time.
Here's what's going on.
We got extra time.
Tonight is a special occasion. So, Chris, if you did want to leave now, like no hard feelings, but we'd love to have you stick around. What we're gonna do, we're gonna our original topic for tonight of talking about Packers 30 visits, we're gonna have to push that to a different day, of course. We spent the first hour talking about Dontayvion Wicks. We're gonna switch into full on mock draft and NFL draft mode right here. We're going into overtime, and I need to say this. This is brought to us by our guy, Drew D. Sent in a $30 donation.
Whoa.
He said, I like Jake's mock draft idea. So thank you very much to Drew. Appreciate you from the bottom of our heart. We're going into overtime for you. Also thank you to Thomas Austin for your earlier donation.
Give it up for Drew. Give it up for Drew. Okay.
I like it.
Give it up for
We're
Drew.
going into
That's
full
awesome stuff.
draft mode here, and it's going to be glorious. We're going to do our mock draft. We're going to talk about some prospects. We might go late, and it's going to be a really good time. So,
What did Thomas Austin send? Did Thomas Austin send buddy too? What did he send it for? I already forgot.
he said it's for being awesome. Being awesome. So but he just said a second ago that he felt it was money well spent. So I guess he does think we have been awesome.
Okay.
So Drew and Thomas, thank you guys. To everybody else, would super appreciate it if you would help support the show by doing at least one of these two things. If you're not already subscribed to us on YouTube, please do that. And please share this show with a friend. And give us the thumbs up. Hit that like button. We are looking to do that.
We have a lot of you have been in here tonight, by the way. This is a big crowd right now for the Friday.
It's been fun seeing the new faces in here. We had just a second ago. We had Destroy All Humanoids,
Love
who
that.
says Packers need a wide receiver to step up when Watson and Reed get hurt.
That's it.
Oh, we just got $10 more dono. This is Thomas Austin again. He said working overtime. Thank you, Thomas. So for anybody who's thinking about donating, there's a QR code on the screen, or you can just open up Venmo or Cash App, and our donation handle on there is Packer Project. That's the name of our channel. All right, here we go. We're going into mock draft mode.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Jake, you said you want to do everybody except for the Packers, and then Chris
I have
and I
all
are
of
going to
them
draft
on.
for the Packers.
Did you just 3 rounds, right? Or did we want to do 4?
Why are we limiting ourselves?
You want to do 4? All right.
Let's do 4. I'm here for all 7 rounds for the Packers. I don't know that I'm here for 7 rounds for
7 rounds for
teams.
everybody is that I've done it. I've done it where I had everybody. I had chat make the picks. And I made the rest of them. It took 2 hours 10 minutes, and we started right away. So I think 4 is enough. I will try to go as fast as possible. If anyone wants to, shout out a pick for a team, if I get stuck, that includes the chat.
That's great.
Let me know. But we're gonna try to do this. We're gonna go 4.
Well,
we're not gonna do the full draft.
Milto says, do we use a pick on Mike Washington Jr. if MarShawn Lloyd appears not to be ready? Heck yeah. Listen.
Where?
I've seen that Mike Washington.
MarShawn Lloyd.
Mocked at 54, 52. I've seen that so many times.
They brought him in for a visit. They're at least considering it.
can't do that.
And MarShawn
Feels
Lloyd
more
can't
like
factor
an
into the conversation at all. Like, as far as we're concerned, if MarShawn Lloyd decides to show up and play some football at some point, hooray! But that's a bonus. That's not Plan A. That's like Plan M for MarShawn. Okay.
No, I totally understand the idea of saying, hey, are we going to take a running back? Right? Which is like, okay, yeah, totally. Like, I think they probably will. I think they're looking at that very clearly. Listen, JJ and I were talking about last year. We were like, hey, this is a good class. Maybe take one, right?
It was a lot better class than this year. Just
yeah,
FYI.
and so maybe they should have done that. Anyway, but you don't need us to tell you that. I mean, everybody was pretty.
I do like Jonah Coleman.
Yeah, I think Coleman's. Yeah, the one thing, my holdup with Washington, and I was going to save this because I was kind of working through some of this because I put a video together, put some clips in there.
We're working through some personal stuff.
Washington through contact is not very good for a big guy, and that is the biggest hang up. Where I feel like Coleman looks good there. Johnson's got the skill set to make people miss. It's not really through contact. Like, he does it with a different way. Jamari Taylor does it through contact. Like Terrion Stewart, I've talked about that. The MJD of this class, like what, 5'8", 208 or something like that. But that's the thing on Washington. I'm gonna start this while we're going, okay? So we can go to bed at some point. Okay. I think Bailey's going 2 from what
Terrell Asian says MarShawn Lloyd. It's a good nickname for him. Professor Cake says Zane Anderson is more of a real person than MarShawn Lloyd. And then we got some people talking about Damon Bankston, the running back that we brought in for a visit, who is really small and maybe kind of projects as just an NFL returner. So that could be interesting.
I really do.
But he was decently productive as a receiver as well.
Sorry.
You got to call these picks as you're making them. So
sorry. Oh, okay. Sorry. Can you rattle through those? I got to put this Cowboys trade together. So
Jets, David Bailey, edge, Texas Tech. Cardinals took Utah tackle Spencer Fano. Titans took wide receiver Carnell Tate. Giants took linebacker Sonny Styles, which this is interesting. So then you have Arvell Reese going number 6. So you got 3 Ohio State guys.
By the way, this is Dallas coming up for Cleveland's pick, by the way.
I do see that. And I think that's – there's a couple teams who seem like they're very much expecting to move back. Jags, Browns seem like they're interested in moving back.
Yep, I agree.
Mansour Delane, the first corner off the board, goes to the Saints, and then the Chiefs are taking edge Ruben Bain from Miami. I want Miami of Ohio and Miami, Florida to play each other each year. I think that would maybe incentivize Miami of Ohio to get on Miami, Florida's level.
Yeah. Okay.
I did miss Jeremiah Love going to the Commanders at pick 7.
Sorry, yep.
And now we got Caleb Downs going pick 10 to the Bengals, which I understand.
Which brings us to Packers South, by the way. So do we have any thoughts on what Packers South might do here?
Oh, man. Maui Noah just seems like a match made in heaven here. But also...
Does he kick inside? Do they feel
Ioana.
Ioana. Do you think they take a guard that high? Do we feel like... I mean, he's probably the best player on the board, I think. I would think. So
you already took a corner. You took Mansour Delane or something for the Dolphins.
I did take what? Oh no, yeah. Delane went to the Saints. I mean, McCoy's here, but I don't think McCoy is going this early. Personally.
Maui Noah is like the other popular pick for them. So
Maui Noah is definitely the popular one. I'm fine with that. Let's just do that. I know JJ brought that up too. Okay, let's go Maui Noah. Cleveland gets Freeling in a move back.
Drew says 3 OSU players in a row, the media would go crazy. I think the media might go crazier at not having all 3 of those guys go in the top 5 picks, which I think a lot of the media is anticipating. Mm-hmm. Either way, 3 of the first 6 picks are highly likely to be Carnell Tate and the 2 OSU linebackers in some order.
Yeah.
Thomas Austin says, I can see the Finns bumping the O-line. Did you end up going with Maui Noah? I was not looking.
Yes, I did. I did go Maui Noah.
The only other guy that I was really considering was Ioana or maybe Freeling, but I like Maui Noah better than Freeling. And
I do too at this point.
Ioana versus Maui Noah. Like Maui Noah, I think provides more value because I'm not playing Ioana at tackle.
Right. I think they could try Maui Noah at the very least. I hate this pick so much. This is like my.
I would give our 2, 3, and 4 if it meant I could get Ioana. Would love him.
He's really good, man. He's really good. I think he's one of my few top 10 grade type of things in this one. I don't have
Yeah.
It's like Reese, Styles, Downs, Love, and then probably Ioane. I think that's it.
I was also looking at some footage of there were some plays where stuff was just breaking down this year for the Packers. And it was like always Belton who was collapsing first. And it was so frustrating. And I finally was just like, man, I don't even really care so much about the investment we made in Belton. Like, I want so badly to bring in somebody to come in and like be the starting right guard and have Belton be the backup and challenge him. Like, look, take this dude's job away. Like, make us pay him for nothing.
Yeah.
I just have so little confidence right now.
Yeah. I think. Okay, so
man, CJ Allen for the Buccaneers here would look perfect.
I do like that. I think who wants to come up? Interesting.
Professor Cake says, "Watch Dolphins go wide receiver, something nonsensical for their current team trajectory." I mean, they do need wide receiver. Like, it's time to move on from Tyreek. Tyreek's done. But also, you got General Sullivan there.
We're gonna get Allen later. We move back. Did you get?
So the Jets traded up to 16.
You got
Freeling's gone, yeah.
Or is
and then Keisean Concepcion to the Rams.
Are the Jets taking Jordan Tyson here?
Yes, they are.
Or Ty Simpson. They're desperate.
I can't do that in good conscience.
Ty Simpson came on the first round, man.
I simply cannot do that.
I think the move for them is to move back into the first and just take them at that.
That's
31, 32.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking they're going to do. Probably with Arizona or somebody or Buffalo, maybe.
Professor Cake says Rams probably go O-line or tight end early.
I think with no Fano, no Freeling, no Mawanoa, they don't go O-line. Tight end would be very weird. Ferguson in the second last year, Parkinson, Higbee, they're loaded there. Like they're truly loaded. If they want Sadiq that bad, just take another guy who can catch the football, right? Like I don't think they have the speed and explosiveness Casey has. But anyway, Detroit, a lot of the tackles gone. Do we think they go Proctor? Do they think they would still do that? Would they go Iheanacho?
If Iheanacho is here, they'd be
swing.
Idiots not to go with Iheanacho.
Let's do that then. Oh boy. I'm taking Thieneman from Minnesota. I know it's really goofy. Let's go Sadiq. We went and got Reese, didn't we? Yes. So for this one, I think he's going early enough. I know everybody hates that. That means Allen gets to go here. Chargers. Do they take McDonald?
Hey, Mac.
Think they take McDonald?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody opposed? Anybody opposed to that? I feel like that makes perfect sense for them. Chris, you're in on that?
Yeah.
I think Jim Harbaugh would love to do that.
All right. Philly just gets to have, I think, they're going to just do that, I think. Okay, cool. Cleveland, that sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. You do some at 39 for fun. Okay. That means that we took the tackle already. Yeah, people like him. I don't, but whatever. Okay.
Someone's going to have a higher eval on him. Him and Concepcion and
I think that's right. We go
our Mason Thomas.
Yep. Yeah, I think Mesidor's falling down too because of the foot issues.
There seems to be like a lot of guys who are like in the second round who have really high variation in evals.
Yeah.
Even like Jermon McCoy, like I've seen people be like, "Oh, he's a top 10." I'm like, I just don't know if you're gonna 1 year film is gonna get you into the top 10. Maybe.
Oh,
I can't believe that McCoy has fallen so far here. I almost feel like the Bills have to take it.
Oh, you'd think
Just
so.
because it's a best player thing.
You'd think so. What did you?
That's where you find someone who needs, right?
They've done this before. Here we go. Bang.
Just give him a 100.
Bang. They've done that before.
That's perfect.
That's Buffalo for you.
Blake Miller's got some good emails.
Can you scroll up a bit to like five, 6 picks ago? I was trying to see something. Can you go a little more? A little more. This just makes me sick that you went Kenyon City at 19.
Why is that?
But also, I don't.
I've seen that a lot. They took who's their tight end who was injured for like the very first 2 years or something. I can't remember.
Savion? Dontayvion, or are you thinking of Tremble?
Yeah, Dontayvion. Yeah.
They've slimmed him down to play big receiver. So I don't know if they're which I kind of think Sadiq's the same thing, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get Miller off the board here. Huh? Concepcion?
That does make sense. I just
Oh, he's gone. Took him at 13 for the Rams.
I have a hard time seeing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be there for them. I think they got to go get him. Based on what they could proctor this too. Yeah, I think let's go Proctor for them. They're going to really hate that. Doesn't matter. We're on a Packers show. Who cares? Texans would 100% skip the line to get Christian Miller on this defense. They're going to do that.
Mm-hmm. Christian Miller to the Texans just makes too much sense. That's a match made in heaven.
Buffalo, Concepcion, Boston. You wish. You wish. I think they're going to take. They're just going to take the juice. R. Mason. Bang.
R. Mason Thomas in the first round. It's bold. I like it.
Miami Dolphins, Packers fans, get your hearts broken. This is Chris Johnson. Bang.
There's no chance he was making it out of the first round. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
But it looks like you're about to make McNeil Warren and Caleb Banks fall out of the first round, though. I mean, one of those two plus Mesidor has.
Well, I don't know, man. Seattle's sitting here at 32.
They could take Messi right at the end.
I'm just saying there's only 2 picks left.
Too.
There's 3 picks left, 2 picks left, and 3 guys deserving of going in the first round.
Yeah, there's also this deal.
No, he's not going in the first round.
You don't think he's going to, huh? No,
I don't think he's going to. He's not that good, man.
It's also the Jets jumping up a spot.
Yeah,
taking time.
Yeah, Seattle could just flip flop with them.
Take an extra pick.
Is this the first mock? Yes, it is. Patriots. Blake Miller, I think. Yeah, I think we're gonna do Blake Miller, and then I think this. Let's just.
What are you doing? Who are we trading with? Oh, the Jets and the Seahawks.
Jets
moving up one spot to get that fifth-year option.
Yeah, they're gonna snag that 5th-year option real quick. And they're gonna get.
No, that's disgusting.
Okay,
that's disgusting.
Now Seattle.
He seems like
I'm
a quarterback the
100%
Jets would take.
I didn't say it doesn't matter if you're in. Oh, Seattle's taking Malachi Lawrence. That's tough, isn't it?
Jake.
Seattle
Simpson is going in the 3rd round.
Seattle, look at
into the 3rd round.
Look at Seattle, folks. Look at them cooking right now. They got a 5th rounder, and they got Malachi Lawrence at 33. Things you love to see.
Ty Simpson has fallen to the 3rd round this year. Take
fine.
that to the bank.
That's fine. He should. I just don't trust NFL teams enough. That's my problem.
I mean, I took Anthony Richardson on 6 games of tape.
That's what I mean. It's tough out there. All right, what do we got? Arizona. What do we have here?
I have a new brand of energy drink that I'm going with tonight.
Oh.
Gorilla.
We got to get this guy off the board for sure.
This is Gorilla Wine. My brother sent it.
There's no way, Chris. He's not getting there for you guys to pick him. Sorry. It's not happening. It's not happening. All right. Oh, boy. I mean, could you imagine Carnell Tate, Emmanuel McNeil Warren to start your draft for Tennessee? It's kind of sick, you know. It's kind of sick.
If Mesidor fell to the Packers, maybe I'd consider him.
He's going to Baltimore. He's going to Baltimore just as a spoiler.
Ayers says he wants to see Moore or Josephs to Green Bay.
Well, they're going to be there. I'll let you know that one.
We're going to take
Tennessee.
Eli Heidenreich.
Gorilla Mind.
Tennessee. Tennessee needs guard.
This is the second flavor I've had of Gorilla Mind. So this is the black cherry vanilla. It's
Warren.
It reminds me a lot of a cherry Coke. It doesn't taste like a cherry Coke. It just reminds you of one. And I think it tastes better.
These guys need guard.
The other one I had was the blackberry lemonade. It was extremely good. Pregnon falling to 37 there, and McNeil Warren falling to 36. I would just be completely sick to my stomach.
It's tough, huh?
Watching here as a Packer, as we are like within trading reach, and these guys.
Have you watched my McNeil Warren video, JJ?
I shared it, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay. Now I'm going to be very clear here. I think his ceiling is that good. We gotta get there. It's a very much a kind of a little bit of a Christian Watson situation where it's like,
okay,
he needs to just if anybody has watched, again, not to pause this because I know we're a little behind where we want to be, but if you watch plays of McNeil Warren, you watch Theo defense, that man is fiddling with his mouthpiece before the snap all the time, and he's fiddling with his mouthpiece as the ball has been snapped. And there's a couple plays where he gets into the run fit with one hand engaging because he's still holding on to that dang thing. Like, we got to figure out what that is. We got to fix that well before the snap. And I think he's still kind of a see it, go get it type of guy rather than an anticipatory guy at safety. I do think, JJ, the movement skills are outrageously good. And the ball skills are outrageously good too. And he tackled his butt off. So, like, we just got to get the process a little faster. But I'm with you. I understand.
If we were picking it like 28 to 30, like we often
yes.
I'd be 100% sitting in on taking him.
Oh, yes.
Although,
absolutely.
If McNeil Warren and Pregnon were both there, and Mesidor and Terrell, and Caleb Banks, man, I'm probably going Banks and thinking really hard about Mesidor.
Okay. No, I get that. I'm going to just...
you can go edge rusher. Yeah.
I think we can just give him another pass rusher. This would kind of stink for everybody. Howell as a rotational guy who can just win around guys, and then Christian Miller. That's not very fun.
That's gross for the rest of the AFC South.
It really is. I'm gonna give Terrell.
Where did I get Gorilla Mind? And does it make me think like Harambe?
Jeez, dude.
Gorilla Mind is just starting to appear in a bunch of stores everywhere. So start checking your grocery stores. You'll see it pretty soon.
I mean, are the Chiefs not going to swing on Caleb Banks here? I think they probably will.
Oh my gosh! You know who Gorilla Mind needs to sponsor? Caden Barnett, the Vanilla Gorilla.
Actually, though,
they also should sponsor our show. Like, it'd be funny if after all these years, Gorilla Mind started sponsoring our show, and then we did a big reveal. We're like, all right, we're going to finally show you what brand has been Redacted Energy this whole time. It's Gorilla Mind.
Should the Chiefs just take Mesidor and Bane?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to give him Banks, though. I think I'm going to give him Banks.
No.
You're not you think you're getting him at 52? That's cute.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying since we could have Mesidor and Bane on the same D line.
It'd be sick.
I want to make it happen.
No question. That'd be sick.
It would just be too much fun.
The Bengals are in on a lot of these day two backers, which is something to note.
The Bengals are going to take somebody stupid no matter what.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's a guarantee.
Nailed it, JJ. Bang.
Perfect.
Bang.
Perfect.
All right.
Peter Woods to the Bengals.
What did the Saints do? They took Mansour. How are we looking here? It's all right. I mean, it's all right. Boy.
Could be. I could see Chris Bell.
I could as well. I think that's a possibility. Also, I'm not letting Pons get there, by the way. Just to let you guys know. He will not be there.
Like, this isn't happening.
Yeah, he won't be there.
You don't think Mesidor is going to the Saints right here?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Could be.
You're right. I was just going to let him get to Baltimore because that always happens, but that's true. You make some good points.
Baltimore is taking Colton Hood.
Okay. I can buy that.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can, I can buy that. I can. Miami's going to take Ted Hurst at 43, suckers.
Professor Cake predicts Goody is going to go
taking
from
tenor
52.
suckers. Owned.
I didn't even want him anyway. I was going to take Eli Heidenreich at 52.
Well, now we're talking. Actually, no, JJ, this is Colton Hood. They don't have
Check off the running back and receiver.
They don't have anybody who can play corner on this team.
Yeah, well, the Jets have a really stupid draft so far. Professor Cakes predicts that Goody is going to trade up from 52 to the low 30s and pick Chris Johnson. I don't think he's going to, but it would be exciting.
It would. Let's go Chris Bell for the Ravens for fun.
That is the range you'd have to trade to.
Yeah.
If you wanted any
No,
chance of it.
Yeah. Okay. Edge for these cats. Yeah. Sure.
Edge, huh?
Sure. Okay. Colts. Brother, we got it.
So the Colts could use Lee Hunter here.
They could, but are they going to take the non-athletic big?
That's true. That's the only team in the league that is more obsessed with athleticism than us, Caleb Proctor.
And they need linebacker too, by the way. And Golday's still here, so I'm not sure how he's not the pick.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Give him Golday. Take him out of here.
You're right. Let's go Trotter.
Thomas Austin says Bernard, German Bernard.
Right. Let's go Trotter then. since you wanted Golday off the board so bad. Okay. Atlanta Falcons. I don't like drafting
with their first pick at 48.
Ew. That's what we want. All right. They want corner? Cool. You get Keith Abney. No, you get Pons. Bam.
Cisse.
Goodbye. Nope.
I would have gone.
No.
I would have gone Omar Cooper there, actually.
Well, Cooper went to. I gave Cooper to Philly.
You're running out of choices here. They like.
I gave Cooper to Philly.
You only got 3 left.
Minnesota.
Who do you want to?
Professor Cakes asks, who for the Colts is making the draft pick? Chris Ballard or Carly Ursay?
How does that feel? Does that feel good?
That's just for me. I feel.
Lee Hunter to the Lions here. It's going to happen. Even though they need corner, they're going to go Lee Hunter.
You're right. They took Tyleek the first round last year.
I know.
Are they?
They're going to double down. They're going to keep.
Edge. No, they need edge. We're taking Zion.
All
right. Let's see. Still got to get Akis off the board here so that you don't pick him.
You know who always?
I might need to just take Lee Hunter so you don't.
You have to because Lee Hunter can't fall one more pick to 52.
Yeah, we can't. Well, I mean, I think he probably will, but all right. Now all right. You're up. Have fun.
All right, Chris. What do you want to see first? Where are you looking?
I mean, obviously, I'd want it. I mean, for me, I'm looking at cornerback and defense.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose Chris? Chris died.
Maybe for a moment. He said corner for sure. And
he said, I heard say corner. Now, what's...
there we go. He's back. I got him.
Corner and defensive interior are the 2 positions where I'm most interested in seeing. It's just not really anyone there. Like Caleb Proctor, he sounds nice. Is he worth a 52? Brandon Cisse.
So Cisse is kind of who I wanted to talk about. I kind of think they're not going to go with somebody that light. He's only 189, super athletic. The weight is kind of the only physical knock against him. I'll tell you why he's an amazing fit for the Packers.
And him.
It's going to be Dalen Everett. But Cisse, here's why he's an amazing fit for the Packers. He's a freak athlete who had mediocre, just okay grades. Like that gets Brian Gutekunst so excited.
Yep. If only he was available. Had to get him.
Thomas Austin is signing off. Thomas Austin, thank you for joining.
We appreciate you for the donos.
Love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the $20 of donos.
Okay.
And hope that you're here with us Monday for our next live stream.
Yes, absolutely. That's interesting.
I could see
Joe says Rutledge.
What do we got online?
But
I would absolutely sign off on this.
Are they going to take a guard?
Jake,
That's the question. Yeah, what's
can
up?
you show us some other guys who are available? Just scroll down a little bit here with all the filter off and just show us like.
For sure.
I'm just
we got
curious.
Cisse, Bernard, Abney again, a guy that's 186. Do we like that? Akis.
So hold on, Abney, 5'10", 186. Like that's pretty squarely outside of where Green Bay goes. The other thing,
however, he's good, so they should take him. But I don't know if they will.
I would take Keith Abney.
I agree.
But because I would take Keith Abney, I know that they were not going to take Keith Abney.
That's the T. That's the problem with this thing. Where you look at this, you go, we should take Abney because I think he's pretty darn good at this corner thing. And then you look at the rest of the corners.
Abney's got a 6'5" RAS.
Mm-hmm.
Like you think the Packers are taking him?
Right, exactly. That's the problem.
They're not taking him.
Right, 100%. And then the other guys who are under this like corner tab, this is slot corner, by the way, who I don't think covers extremely well.
I kind of like Keontae as a safety, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think that's extremely fair as well. I also think Stukes could play safety at a high level. He's played slot corner at a high level. He hasn't really played much else at a high level. Igbinosun, perfectly acceptable, right? He's in the 6'2" range. He's 189, though. Is that like a hang-up? I don't know. Devin Moore's not getting picked here. The injuries will not. I don't think we'll put him high on Green Bay's board, especially at 52. This is kind of the guy, other than Cisse at 52, and he fits more of the size stuff that they like, which makes it tricky. And then you go to like edge, right? And sorry, I'm not supposed to be picking for you guys, but this is probably the closest thing to what they like at edge. Right? Like, he's probably the closest thing at this point.
At corner, here are the guys who actually fit everything that they're looking for. Colton Hood, Chris Johnson, Keontae Scott, actually, Traden Stukes, Jalen Kilgore, Julian Neal, Devin Moore, Dalen Everett, Tack Davis, Ephesians Prysock, Charles Demings, Damani Jackson, Thaddeus Dixon, before you get into the really depth guys.
Yeah.
Drew says this is where JJ wants to trade down. There's some guys I like here a lot, though. I mean, yes, I'd love. What are the trades available?
Chicago.
Bears want to move up 5 spots for what? What are they giving us to move up 5 spots?
What can they give you is the question. Yeah, I guess 15%.
129.
129.
129 to go 5 spots. Chris, does that tempt you at all?
But to trade with the Bears.
Here's the other thing. Look who's coming up with our next 3 picks after this. Steelers, Eagles, Chargers. Do you want to be competing with those guys for talent?
And it's actually me.
No,
it's actually me. It's not even them. It's me.
It's me. Yeah, but you with the knowledge of how they do things, which is even scarier.
And me with the knowledge of knowing who I want to get off the board if you trade back to make it that much more difficult.
Who else wants to trade with us? What else?
Seattle at 64 is like probably the next closest. I don't think you want to go back to 72, 92.
No, but what's Seattle giving us to go back to 64?
I would assume Seattle, what they would probably.
I would do it for 96 and not 140.
I would
get 120 out here. If they want to just do 64 and 96 for 52, I'll do that.
I mean, I think you'd probably have to throw the bone in there. Also, PFF hasn't updated that they
might throw in like
second,
160.
I think at least 201.
Because we had that extra.
We do have that extra, and that probably gets that sucker.
Let me look at
I think.
this.
What does that look like?
Joe is losing his mind that Rutledge is sitting here and we're not taking him yet.
Joe's gonna lose his mind. He's gonna lose his mind even more when you trade back and Rutledge isn't there.
He says Good will take guard. He realized that after Baggs' contract and last year with Belton.
Are you sure?
You think that Goody recognizes that? I don't. Hold on. He just gave the freaking dude a restructure.
And also, I would like to also point this out. Would he take Rutledge, or is he going to take Casey to play guard, or is he going to take Zune to play guard?
I would probably rather have Zune than
that's
Rutledge.
That's probably what he's going to do.
That's he's not taking Casey over those two guys.
Rutledge is the nasty, mean streak fella that you obviously want on your team. I understand why.
That's what he's been
Joe is
doing
losing his mind about this. I know that's why he's losing his mind.
No, that's the thing.
He's like, this Rutledge guy would never let Love get smacked in the face or get his helmet, pushed into the ground by somebody. He'd go over there and he would probably take him out.
If Seattle's calling us, it'd be for 52 and 160. But if we're calling them, it's for 52 and 160. If they're calling us, it's for 52 and 201.
If they're calling, okay.
So if we want to trade back out of the spot, we'd have to,
which
offer
you do
them a little extra.
Which you
so
do.
That's what I'd say is fair.
Which you do. You want to move back.
JJ in the chat wants.
I think that's fine because 160 is hard.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's look at D-line real quick for JJ because
you want to look at that? Okay.
Yeah. All
right.
Can you put edge on there too?
For sure.
Interior and edge.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So we got
Akis,
Joseph's.
Oh, let's take
JJ.
Derek Moore. DDS, Big Citrus.
That's what happens that's what happens to me if they take DDS. By the way, Orange Heights.
I'll make you a
Jackson,
deal. All right,
Overton,
I'll make you a
Crawford.
deal. I will not let the Packers take Dontayvion Wicks.
Do it.
You don't let them take Derek Moore.
Got it. Do it.
I don't want Barryn at 52 here, given some of the other options that are available. There's just other guys.
Is Golday? Did you take Golday already? The linebacker?
Golday's gone. Isn't Golday gone? Oh, no, I was asking you to take him, but he's still here.
Yeah, you asked me to take him, so I left him there.
What a nice
He asked me. Well, this was the point. This was the point, was to make this a little more difficult, right? Because, we get guys we like at 52 a ton. And it's like, okay, what's the direction when you're a little uncomfortable? That's the point of it.
Golday grosses me out so much because he hits all the Packers. Golday grosses me out. He hits all the Packers thresholds. He's only 239 pounds, which no thanks. And
that's not one of the heaviest guys in the class.
Yeah, a lot of guys are.
It's still not very heavy.
Can we talk about? Can we go down the list here? This is perfect. Golday, Lewis is 220. Okay, yeah. Hill is right around that same number, I believe, around 238, 239. Elliott's, I think, 231, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Lawson's in the 230s. Betcher's 227, if I'm not mistaken. York is 227 or 224. LMZor is 231. Fisher's
Jack
231.
Kelly's bigger. He's 240.
Correct. Jack Kelly's bigger. That's one guy.
He's big boy.
Duggar's big, but is he
Styles? I mean, what? Sonny
sure,
Styles good enough for you?
He's not here. He's not available.
It's basically we're picking at the bottom.
Good enough for me. He's not available.
Just straight up for Sonny Styles. It's easy. I
agree. Trade the next two drafts and go get him. He'll fix all the problems.
You're taking at the bottom of a positional pile, unless maybe you go for an edge rusher and then it's take your pick. There's a couple guys who are there.
Yeah.
Professor Cakes wants to know if any of these guys are on our visit list.
30 for 30.
Here's who's available from the list. So Ted Hurst is gone, but Romello Height, he's still available. He's consensus 77. Mike Washington Jr. still available at consensus 67. Will Lee, kind of all over the place. I think Goody would probably be willing to take him in the third round, maybe the second round.
Caleb Proctor, we got Proctor.
Caleb Proctor, yeah.
I feel like he's not going to be 52 though.
You think
I think they're thinking 84.
You're not going to pick him. I know. That's I think what you guys are thinking as well. So with that inside knowledge,
I actually like Jordan Vanderberg. I'm glad they had a visit for him.
I actually, I agree.
He's a good guy.
Do you like Onyedim from Texas A&M?
I haven't watched him.
Okay, I would. I think some people have been pointing out some good stuff, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go take a look because I haven't really watched him too much. Mm-hmm. Not bad. Especially where he's at. I don't remember where he's at exactly. Not to bog us down.
There's a wide receiver to me
roughly
who's
170.
244 on PFFs. That's low to me.
What 170? is where he was.
170 in the
a
consensus.
Couple weeks ago, that's where he was.
Okay.
6'3", 292. He's old. He'll be 24 years old when the season starts.
Which could be good, could be bad.
His run stop rate is kind of nice, 14%. Nice low missed tackle rate of only 9%.
Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I've only seen a couple games, but if I'm not mistaken, yeah.
This would piss people off so much at 52.
What would? This guy?
On your team. Which is why this is what Goody will definitely do. I got another dono.
I truly think this could happen.
It could.
Especially if you guys move down to 64 here. I truly then start to go, oh yeah.
That feels like they want to take you trade back because you want to reach, but you want to get something out of it.
But that's money. Anyway, we doing the Seattle
we have to take something into consideration, which is we just got a dono from Chris N. Saying big talk, small wallet, big city, orange. So we need to look at big citrus here.
I like big citrus.
I'll let you know you can have them at 84 if you want them.
Sounds like slimy deceitfulness.
It's not.
As Brian Motley played lying season. Season.
I'll let you have them at 84. You're not getting Proctor there. I promise you. You're not getting Proctor there.
I want to point out a very explosive wide receiver who I've been thinking about pulling the trigger on, a little Eric McAllister.
Oh, McAllister.
Have you seen some of
the guy with the gun threat and terrorist?
Well, yeah, there's some stuff there, yeah, for sure.
He's got
talented though.
Player. For sure.
The film's pretty good. The film's pretty good.
He's electric. I like how he sinks his hips. He might. For all I know, he might go as an undrafted free agent.
That's
because of all the
probably
off the field issues.
Honestly, yeah, I think he probably will. All right, what are we thinking, guys? You want to make the move down, or you want to?
We just got another dono. This is $3 from Thomas Austin, who I thought he went to bed, but he's still sending money.
Is he watching?
He says, "Go defense." So we have to take that into consideration. We have a dono for Big Citrus.
Was Drew just
$23 from Thomas now, and he's asking us to go defense, which Dominique Orange is defense. And here we go. Joe sent us $10 and said Rutledge.
I like Rutledge. I like it. I don't know.
Coach,
I think I know how we need to solve this. I'm putting a poll on the screen here. So we got Rutledge, Big Citrus, and then who's the other guy we're thinking of, Chris?
Proctor.
Cisse and Proctor.
I will say this does work, JJ. I did try this. I really enjoy not having to make these picks. This is way more fun. It's way more fun picking for everybody else, stressing everyone out.
All right, here we go. So
this is what I want
type in the chat. This will work on either YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. So
I'm gonna go vote.
Rutledge is 1, Big Citrus is 2, Cisse is 3, Proctor is 4. So type your number in your chat who you want.
I'm voting.
Chris, I think we don't have to go with who people vote for, but I really want to see who they vote for and see if this helps kind of sway our mind. The donos are swaying my mind. I'm really torn between Big Citrus and Rutledge here. Look at that, Rutledge is getting some votes here. Cisse, man.
That could count.
No love for Proctor, shockingly. Oh, there we go, Proctor. I wonder if that was Jake right there. It was Jake. It was Jake. Now, what happens if you spam a number over and over?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can.
Is Joey trying it?
I don't think
Joe is typing 1 over and over again. We got Coach Len wants
from Coach Len. Coach Len, welcome in.
So Cisse is winning so far. Rutledge is at number 2. Proctor's catching up. Man, Proctor. That's crazy.
Chris.
I voted for 5.
Is 5 the trade down?
I don't know.
Oh man.
I'm going to cast a vote here. For
Proctor's Rutledge. Got
Proctor. Just tying it up.
Oh, wow.
Proctor, this
Look
is
at
crazy.
this. Look at this. Big Citrus taking an absolute back seat.
JJ01141 is talking about Devin Eastern. Get Devin Eastern in the later round.
I think that's my point in like terms of finding the nose tackle, where I feel like, again, Dominique Orange, awesome nickname. That's a massive plus in the scouting report column for sure. But what Proctor provides is harder to find to me in this class. And so you can do that and do the nose tackle later. Now that's Proctor versus Rutledge, I think, is a very different conversation. But like if you're just talking defensive tackles, like I think chasing what Proctor has, especially with Halton gone, which was on purpose,
there's really not a disruptive defensive interior guy who I'd want. Other than
like Landon Robinson, that's kind of like maybe the other guy that you'd be like interested in, that like I would understand, like a little smaller, but
I'm very interested in Landon Robinson.
You put him, and that's the thing, you put him in the rotation, right? You treat him like a Keisean Cansey. This is not like this is every down player, and
this is your third down passing, right? Rushing for you want someone there,
and even Proctor at this point, like, is that? And I completely disagree with Joseph saying it's stupid. Saying that is an extremely definitive statement, which is a crazy thing to do about the draft, by the way, to assume. But I'm just telling you, like, what Proctor does. Like, go watch this YouTube short, man. Against what he did against LSU. Crushing people. Crushing people as much as Peter Woods crushed LSU, by the way. So, just let you know. Look at this. Joseph being definitive about the draft. You'll learn. I'm just kidding, Joe. I know Joe really wants Rutledge.
As if the captain of the Malik Neighbors fan club has any room to talk.
What do you mean? How do I not have room to talk? I've been proven correct.
No, you're saying definitive. You were very definitive about Malik Neighbors before the draft.
First off.
Don't deny it.
Saying he's my wide receiver one isn't saying he is the best player of all time.
Well, you said he was the best player of all time.
Maybe for a bit, because that's more fun on a podcast. But that's the point of Derailed. It gets silly. That's the kind of the difference.
As much as I like Dominique Orange, there is one thing.
Sorry.
Oranges aren't viable in Wisconsin, so
especially
how are we going to?
It's true. When they're playing, they can't handle the cold.
His last name was Cheeseman. Yeah. We'd have a thing
for Coach Lynn. Yeah, Christian Miller. I made sure he wasn't available. I took him 28th for Houston. That was the point of this exercise is to really, really kind of put the hammer down and stress
the board. Take all the.
What's the
Chris?
move?
I want to know from you. So the poll here is picking Cisse.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know from you. Would you rather go Cisse or take that trade back?
I took Cisse. I put 3 in.
All right, let's honor the fans. Let's honor the fans. We're going to take Cisse here.
Helping him out.
And I'll say it makes me feel a lot better that it's not Dalen Everett, who is going to be the pick in real life.
84, yeah.
It's either going to be Dalen Everett or Anthony Hill. That's who's going to go at 52. You've been asking me for a while, Jake. What's my prediction at 52? It's going to be one of those two guys.
Which one?
Ooh, that is this is a good point.
Which one?
At 52.
Everett or who?
Anthony Hill.
Okay. Yeah.
Linebacker.
I'm kind of.
It's going to be one of those two guys.
I'm throwing Deni Dennis Sutton in there too.
I'd like it. I don't have the vibes. That's the direction they're going.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Thomas Austin says you got to stop thinking what works for you and start thinking like a Gutius Maximus, which is why we went. Which is why I know this can be Dalen Everett. That's what he wants. He's just salivating over Everett. I just know it. Coach Len wanted to trade back. I wanted to trade back as well, but we had to respect the.
I feel like trading back is the thinking like Goot because he just doesn't do that. Not with his first picks. I haven't seen him. He always seems to be like, you should trade back, but instead you're trading up.
He does like to trade up. Joe says Everett will be the pick at 84. Here's the thing. Everett is not going to be available at 84 because Goody will have already taken him at 52. That's the thing. Otherwise, he would probably be there at 84. I think the rest of the league would let him fall to 84.
Probably.
I think about
Take
that.
Derek Moore. No, Derek Moore right here to the Niners, please. Yeah, more to the Niners. Or DDS.
Yeah, I think that's more likely. What are these?
Coach says one of those guys we like would still be there in 7 picks. It's we had a pile of guys we liked there. Professor Cakes, my sensei said, "Who's this Cisse fella?" Brandon Cisse. Sensei Cisse.
All right, but I'm not looking there. I'm looking here.
I actually
I kind of like Connor Liu to the Texans here.
They signed.
A little bit.
They signed Biadasz.
Did they? I missed that.
Right? Oh no, Houston. Sorry, Houston. You like Lou for Houston? Yeah, I buy it.
Connor Liu for Houston. Yeah.
I buy it. Let's do that. Birds.
Yeah, Biadasz went to the Bears, didn't he?
No, Chargers.
Biadasz went to the Chargers. That's right.
Yes. Sorry, might be.
No, the Bears got the stupid Patriots center. They thought they were getting Biadasz.
I could definitely see this.
Derek Moore. The Bears.
I do think that Eli Heinrich is going to go a lot sooner than we expect. Like, I feel like he's just not up the
We
boards.
love that fullback. What a good fullback he is.
He's yeah. Why is he a fullback on here? I don't know. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
The fact that like it seems like all of his runs are like these sweeps to the outside. They all look like jet sweeps. And I just keep thinking, how could the Packers not see this on film and be like, we like to do that. We like these guys. And I just put him like next to all the other prospects, and I have him in the 80s, and I'm just like, I don't understand how you can have him at like 200 because he's just
Did you see what Jake just did?
He
He took Caleb Proctor to the Rams at 61. Did you see that?
Oh.
Keontae Scott still sitting here at 63.
Go on, son. You guys thought I was gonna let. Yeah, let's do that.
There are some things I'm thinking, but I'm not saying them because I don't want to steer your attention.
What are you thinking about?
I really want Jeremy Bernard at 84, so don't. I actually don't know. You know.
Yeah, IGB 64. That's correct right there.
Instead of Price.
I'm fine. Actually, I want to take more corners. Like 3
Let's do
corners.
that. I like it, JJ. I'm with you.
It would be a big disappointment if IGB fell to the 3rd.
No,
Chris Brazel's still here at 65. That's
Arizona could use
surprising.
a wide receiver.
Skylar Bell.
It doesn't say a need for him, but I feel like
either of you guys like Skylar Bell more than Chris Brazel?
I think I have Bell ahead of Brazel, but
okay.
They're both good. They're in the same.
Yeah, they're in the same area. I think for me, I think Green Bay will like Brazel probably more because they love the big guy run fast.
Huge.
But brakes
6'5".
are good. The brakes are good. Ooh.
So the Packers have made 1 pick. We've been doing this for an hour already.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
Sorry.
Isn't that crazy?
Well, when you think about how fast the draft goes, you know.
Gosh, what to do?
Does the draft go fast? I wasn't aware that it went fast, Chris.
I mean, we're
outpacing
the draft. The draft
the
could go
one.
this fast. Yeah, it could go this.
They're
fast.
running in the cards.
Ayers is stressed that Keontae is still available here, and I
know what
agree.
I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure with him. Give it a moment. Okay.
Drew says this is the NFL draft at 10% scale. I love it.
Okay.
What a great joke. Great math joke.
Man, what the heck do these guys do? I really don't know.
I should have.
I'm bored. All right. I think Salah's going to love him.
There we go. Keontae Scott off of the board finally to the Titans.
Salah will love that. Mendoza, McNeil, Warren.
We should have taken Keontae at 52 so I could get a K. Scott jersey.
Oh, I hate you. I'm removing Jake from the stream. I need a break from his stupid face after he did that.
It's a timeout.
I'm trying not to vomit right now.
He's using eye tracking technology to determine your wants.
Oh, that was fantastic. I loved it. All right.
It's not even the one. It's just I'm just sick to my stomach. At least, and then he goes somewhere stupid. He goes to Vegas. Like, they're not going to use him there.
Oh man, I'm gonna do this too.
The Raiders aren't going to win any. Keisean to the Eagles. Gosh, I hate you. I need a minute. This is too much for me. I'm over.
Texans loving that. JJ needs a moment. That's understandable.
Took a step out.
That's understand. I get it. That's fair. Man, I should really. That's what
Did you get a wide receiver with Cleveland?
Yeah, I took Boston. I didn't love it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I didn't.
Drew said it'd be funny for us to do one of these without Jake's cam on, so we just see the cursor picking players.
Do it. I'll hop on.
See the cursor picking players. You'd hear me start cursing. Is what would happen. You don't need that. Joe says
I've actually heard this is a thing, by the way. So I'm gonna actually do that.
Genesis Smith to the Browns.
I've heard that. Yep, I've heard that. He's a young player too. They're really big on that. I wouldn't personally do it, but you know. Okay, these clowns, goodness sakes, they need a lot of things.
Joe, don't draw Jake's attention to things. Chris Brazzell to the Commanders. That's interesting. You know, new era Commanders.
I like it with Daniels.
Chris Brazzell. Yeah, Daniels to Brazzell. That could feed families.
I think so. Oh yeah, these.
I'm in on that. That would have me drafted in Chris Brazzell in fantasy. Anthony Hill of the Bengals. Gosh, yeah, that's going to happen. Who was their second round pick? The Bengals.
I was hoping.
Peter Woods.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Can I? Yes.
Can I punch?
This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I want. I want people ticked off. That's exactly what this is supposed to be about. This is to get you. This is, guys, you're going to be fired up when there are guys that I've taken that are going to be available, and you're going to love that. This is like supposed to be worst case scenario. As somebody who's done a million of these with JJ, I know what we're looking for, and especially after the
worst
trade.
Worst case scenario is actually just what's going to happen in real life.
Well, maybe. You never know.
I love the NFL draft, except for when the NFL draft is actually happening. And then I sit there and I'm like, I hate the draft so much. This is so stupid. I hate these GMs. I hate how this is happening. I hate Brian Gutekunst. I love the NFL draft, except for when it's happening. And it just makes me so mad.
It's like having a lottery ticket, right? It's so fun to have the ticket before the big drawing, but then they draw it and it's ultimately disappointment.
Have you seen, Chris, do you ever watch Reno 911?
Yes.
You know the show?
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the clip where the
fake lottery ticket? And she says, she's like,
hey, dude, can't curse on here. Even though, look, we're not on Substack yet. We're still on YouTube. You can't curse. Wow. Chris goes in the record books. Dropped the first ever F-bomb on this show. Crazy. That's on me for bringing up 911. Yeah. But
this is just for the people, I think. This is just not even for us. That's just for the people that don't want that.
I like that you have Jennings Dunker going right before the Packers are on the board, because then there's going to be a bunch of Packer fans thinking he would have been the pick.
Hey guys, get wrecked.
What are you doing?
Get
Raritan? Oh,
yeah.
Del.
No,
that does feel like a thing.
Hey, I was ready with the position. I thought you were going to go Raritan here.
I might double dip. No, they brought back Otten, I think.
Georgia, Clemson, Georgia.
Who's left? Let's get those guys away here. Yeah. No. They want.
We got a new person in the chat. Hood and Bismarck's wet powder bags. What a name. Hood and Bismarck's wet powder bags. Evening, y'all. Go Pack, go. I'm gonna call you powder bags.
We gave him a backer, didn't we?
Or wet bags. I'm gonna call you wet bags. Because your name's too long. Thank you for joining this stream.
Okay.
Joe says Nagler curses all the time on YouTube. Yeah, but this isn't Nagler's show.
That's fine.
Jake and I run a family-friendly show. And then we're going to offer the after show on Substack at some point, and we'll probably be a little more relaxed on the rules for the after show.
So bad. You have no idea.
I like Eric McAllister, even with the off the field things. I'm like, I think he can develop into a true X.
Oh,
I know he's like 140, but
we need to. These guys need to rush the passer and linebacker. That's interesting.
Jake, you should take Nadame Tucker here.
Goodbye.
Oh.
You hate to see
him to the Falcons. They would do that.
Let's see.
So I don't know how this is confusing to you. Jake Schyvinck and JJ Lahey.
What else can we do for the people?
Want to run what we consider to be a family-friendly show that we would be okay with telling people, yeah, you can let your kids watch our show. It's about what Jake and I's standard for family-friendly is.
Center, do they? Bang.
I don't really care what Nagler's standard for family-friendliness is. He has his own
totally
show.
Fine.
What the heck?
His show is great. I have no problem with his show. But it's not my show. I'm not crapping on Nagler. Iowa Joe said, easy with the name shortening. It's awful close to a slur. I called him wet bags. How's wet bag? Oh, yeah. All right, you're right.
Close.
You're right.
It's getting close.
Okay, fine. You're right. We'll call him wet powder. Do you call him wet powder or powder bags? You're right, Joe. You're right. Wet powder or powder bags? What's funnier? I think powder bags is funny.
I like powder bags. It has some zip to it.
Okay. Have fun. You're on the clock.
I hate everything about. I hate so very much about the things you choose to be. All right, why don't you slowly scroll? Just start slowly.
I put on my Mark Phillips instigator outfit today.
Just start slowly scrolling. Can I not look at Jeremy Bernard and Bryce Lance? Can we see anybody else, please?
For sure.
Thank you, Caleb Turnin. Can you go a little? Just keep going. Mike Washington. I wouldn't hate Mike Washington at 84 here. Dominique Orange.
I told you.
Zachariah Branch. No, I'm out on Branch. Max Clare. Romello Height. Romello Height, for those of you keeping score at home, was one of our visits. Daryl Jackson Jr., Kyle Lewis.
Did you want to see Deion Burks?
I want you to just keep scrolling. Keep going. Devin Moore. I would be very okay with Devin Moore here, but there's a name I'm looking for. Sam Roush I'd be very okay with here. Keep going. That's the name I'm looking for. Dale
Everett.
Who are you looking for, JJ? Just can I ask? I can't pick anyone in front. Is there a name you want to find?
Did you take Rutledge?
Of course I took Rutledge. Come on.
I
took Zune and Casey both on top of it. I took Slaughter. I took Sam Hecht.
So I'm okay with going Dalen Everett here. I'm okay with going. Gosh, you keep jumping around. I'm forgetting.
Sorry.
Sam Roush, Devin Moore.
And is there another one up here you said?
Rashan, I'm okay with taking here. Dominique, Mike Washington. I think that's probably like the pool.
Okay.
For me.
I'll look at receiver for you. Bernard, Lance, Williams, Branch, Burks, Fields, Stribling. I feel like Stribling.
Stribling.
Oh, no.
Dunker was taken. Exactly. I took Dunker. Yes,
not a chance. I gave him to Packers South. Enjoy that. I love being the villain in these things. It's fantastic. All right.
Sure you do.
In this, yeah, 100%, because it's really fun. So you said Roush. Any interest in Claire at all? You said kind of not really. Not as much as Roush at the very least. Moore and Everett were the two corners you wanted. Is there anyone else? Lee?
I'd be fine with Lee here. I'd be fine with Tech Davis here. Jalen Kilgore, very Packery. I don't like him, but he's very Packery.
Do we feel like that's?
I don't hate him.
Is he playing slot and safety? Do we think?
For
because
how
he has 24 boundary corner snaps last 3 years. 24.
I don't know. He's 6'1" and 3/8, 210 pounds. 4'4", 40. He's 21 years old. He's very Packery.
Can I say welcome back into United Base? What's going on?
Hey, if you guys are watching this and you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please fix that. Please subscribe and like.
We'll do this again if you like this. Guaranteed.
We've had a bunch of guys and gals, but I mean, let's be honest. Most of the people who are attracted to our show happen to be fellas. We have a bunch of people filtering into the chat tonight who are like longtime viewers of the show. We don't see super often. Please subscribe to us so that you can find us. If you don't know, we go live every Monday and Friday night, 7:15 Central. We'd love to have you.
You can go to O-line. Would you like me to go there?
For as much as I don't like Jeremy Bernard's production, he does not drop balls. And he is pretty athletic.
Well, then he's not a Packer.
And
then he's not a Packer.
And he blocks also.
Yeah.
Just
that kind of feels Packery. Some things are going.
It's very Shanahan coded. He is a very Shanahan coded receiver. Find the space, catch the ball, block. The simple stuff that'll get you very like taller version of Jordan Whittington, like very much a taller version of that player. So
the chat was not really in on the options that I was presenting here. They weren't voting. So I'm putting Sam Roush in here over Mike Washington. So Rashan, Big Citrus, Sam Roush, Dalen Everett. Who else did the chat want us to include? Ryan Maffey. Maffey, are you hopping on here, man? Now that you're free?
Get in here.
Let's see. Did I give you the link? I think I gave you the link.
Get in here.
I'm checking. I gave you the link.
Get in here.
You got no excuses. Get in here. Joe wants Farmer, but I thought you wanted Big Citrus. Air says outside corners
Farmer
the targets if we get
Farmer
a second one. Coach Len, who do you like in the fourth? Oh, Stribling.
Stribling.
I like Stribling. I don't know if he's going to be here in the fourth. I don't think he's going to be here for the fourth. We got to take him here if we want.
I'm going to let you know. I'm gonna give you a heads up. I'm picking him before 120. So you're going to have to pick him here if you want him. I promise you. I'm leaving Jeremy Bernard for you in the fourth if you want him.
Chris, who do you want on the poll here? The names that I have put, we only get 4 options. The names I put on here are Dalen Everett, Sam Roush, Big Citrus, and Rashan. Is anybody you want me to swap in there instead?
I would say.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if there's some love for Jeremy Bernard. I mean, just because, it's a fall for him.
Okay.
So Minnesota's calling.
Moving on.
Minnesota's calling.
I'm kidding, Chris. You're allowed to have an opinion.
Minnesota's calling. Let's see what it is. I mean, they don't have pick till 163.
Bears likes Will Lee. Drew likes Logan Jones.
Yeah, that does feel like a thing.
Who, Will Lee or Logan Jones?
Logan Jones.
Logan Jones.
Oh, so if anyone doesn't know, because I know there's some people rolling in, we did pick JJ and Chris picked Cisse in the second. Just as a heads up.
I think let's roll with these 4 here because the chat's just not being super vocal. So if Rashan, Big Citrus, Sam Roush, and Dalen Everett at 84.
Put a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and the poll will populate.
I just don't see Gutekunst taking any like O-line unless there's some like dramatic fall from somebody. Like as much as we wanted, I think they're going for like consistency or continuity. We're hoping.
Joe wants trenches. He says go orange or Farmer.
Oh, it'd be really funny if we did this again,
Let's do it.
but the wheel was in play too for you guys. This,
you know what,
the wheel.
You know what's interesting? Like, I had a lot of fun with the wheel. YouTube did not like the wheel. They really did not. No, they really didn't.
The wheel of mock drafts? Oh, man.
I had this.
I know there's one guy who does it, and it's pretty popular. That's surprising.
I had to sit through a lot of verbal abuse this past week because of the wheel. I enjoyed the wheel, but I had to sit through a lot of verbal abuse.
Why is it?
People didn't like it
in the comments? At YouTube comments?
Yeah, people didn't like it.
I'm gonna.
I think maybe it would have to be more like bar game friendly, right? So you go with the dartboard instead of the wheel. Then you got to print some things
say
out.
Why? Say why, Joseph. Don't just say it's dumb. Explain, please. That doesn't give us anything. I need a specific.
The dartboard. Maybe you get one of those. What's the shuffleboard kind of thing? I'm thinking those little coasters with the sand and the long. I don't know what that game's called. I'm going to say Big Citrus.
I was about to 50-50 it for you and ask you about Rashan versus Big Citrus. Mm-hmm. So you're saying Big Citrus. I guess
big.
I guess I'll go Big Citrus here too. I would rather have Rashan, but we just got a couple more votes for
lots of twos coming in now. Okay.
All right, so go ahead, Jake. Go ahead and draft Big Citrus here. Okay. I have my eyes on
Stribble.
I have my eyes on a guy.
Not getting him.
You don't know.
Okay.
Someone.
I'm sure I don't.
Someone reminded me that. Someone reminded me that Orange Julius is also very popular in Wisconsin, so some oranges do thrive.
Big Citrus Julius. Coach Len would have liked Dalen Everett. Well, you voted for Big Citrus.
He said it would be cool also. He's being, flexible, agreeable.
Billy Schrouth to the Steelers. So I just saw something about Billy Schrouth the other day. Let me see here. I sent it to Chris. I'm 90% certain. Mm-hmm. Here it is. Here it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Billy Schrouth.
Dude.
Billy Schrouth missed significant time with an ankle and MCL and has durability concerns according to NFL teams.
Oh man, Packers South is cooking right now. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you go ahead. You can take all my guys. It's fine. I got some South guys I haven't told you about.
Packers South is cooking right now.
You know who I liked on that list of off the field and injury concerns? Chris Brazel. Being a wide receiver who's speeding, that's a good thing, I think. I want a wide receiver who goes fast.
I don't. Do you? Jordan Addison is the same way, I think. So,
or as I call him, Jordan Adderall.
So Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna consult the. Interesting. Oh. All right. Oh, that's fine then. Chicago. Oh.
Jake, I want to make you guess how many Tier 1 linebackers I have in this draft.
Tier 1? What is Tier 1?
It's a good question.
What is Tier 1? Is Tier 1 like elite?
Tier 1
impact starter.
Tier 1 is 15 or more career ball hawks, RAS of 8 or higher, speed score over 100, and then weight over 240.
Interesting.
Jack Kelly.
If you had to guess,
That's the
it's
only
not
guy.
0. It's not 0.
3.
It's 1. It's Sonny Styles.
Boom. Beast.
The only guy.
Oh, I thought you were saying there was one guy left.
No, one guy total. I have not liked many of the recent linebacker classes.
There's very few, and it's like you understand why the PFF scores for instant off-ball linebackers
Dolphins coded
so awful around the entire league because it's like the only guys who do well are like 6'4", 240.
Joe says you're going too slow. My little son says, tell Jake he's moving too slow to the Packers pick.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Bryce Lance to the Bills. That's 1,000% correct. Do it.
No,
Do it.
I don't want
Bryce Lance to the Bills.
I don't.
Or Zachariah Branch. Give him Branch.
Okay, no, I'm not doing that. We'll do this.
There we go. Manifesting reality. Drew guessed 0. Yeah, but you forgot that Sonny Styles exists. If Sonny Styles is not a tier 1 linebacker, then you're grading linebackers wrong. Just saying. But yeah, you were pretty spot on.
I don't really like Jayden that much.
It makes me so happy every time you don't see the guy that you don't know that I like.
He just doesn't want to take this guy.
It makes me so happy.
All right, what else do we need to do here, Miami? We have been cooking. We got the players everybody wanted. What else can we do for you guys?
Wow, I didn't realize they have all those picks together. 87, 90, 94.
Yeah, they do. Need to check one thing on the Dolphins, just because this is close to home. We got to get this right for our buddies down south. And
now this guy with the underpants on his head. I don't know if his name is Shane Davis or Shame Davis. But he says linebacker expert over here. I'm going to choose to believe, Mr. Underpants, that you are saying that sincerely and not sarcastically.
Of course.
I'm really not a linebacker expert. I readily admit that linebacker is a position that is extraordinarily hard to project out from college to the pros. A lot harder than most other positions. Ayers says, I want to say, since we've lost so many guys this offseason, Goot could trade down one time, maybe like in the 4th or 5th round, I think. You also could trade up using next year's picks. We have a quadrillion of them. Brian Maffey says, JJ is the edge rusher expert. I appreciate that. I do think that edge is a position I am very good at scouting. I appreciate you for saying that. I think I'm good at quarterback too, but if I were to pick which position I have the most confidence in, my abilities, I would agree with edge. And I very much appreciate your very nice compliment. Drew says, I'm actually impressed how quickly Jake is going and even fitting in the trades. Joe says, that's because Jake does these laying in bed at night before he falls asleep and has nightmares about these. Nightmares? I'm not sure how these are nightmares for him. Maybe the 2025 NFL draft in reality was a nightmare for Jake.
He has nightmares where his favorite prospect is falling and then gets drafted right before he wakes up.
Oh, shoot.
He has nightmares where the Bears take Colson Loveland. That was nasty, Jake. Good choice. Good choice. Ari says, I knew Cooper would be great seeing his A&M tape. Brian says, Jake is the Malachi Lawrence expert. Well said. Malachi Lawrence. Brian, where are you on Malachi Lawrence? Out of curiosity. Is Malachi, I'm just grabbing him right here. So Malachi, where does he fail? Malachi is light at 253 according to the numbers I have. I also don't have his age, but I seem to recall he's quite old, like 23 and a half, something like that. So really, really, really good player, freak athlete. But he's small, he's light, and I think he's old. But I do like it. Ayers says Cooper is going to be all-pro.
This is a Shanahan system. Shoot.
Shame Davis, Captain Underpants, says Loveland was a good pick. Usually the Bears win 5 games and draft a top 10 tight end, and he sucks, but it worked out somehow this time. Well, yeah, because they actually drafted a good tight end this time. Colson Loveland, crazy, crazy good. Look, we have to accept the Bears are being competent. Bears and Lions both. They were mega incompetent, and they've started being competent. Now, thankfully, Vikings still being pretty incompetent for the time being. There you go! Jake, I love you. I take back some of the
That's for you. That's for you.
I appreciate that.
That's
Cole
for you.
Payton to the Steelers in the third round, pick 99.
I was like, they need a QB. I don't like the top guys. Oh wait, Cole Payton.
I think you redeemed that really dumb Ty Simpson pick, and also the Jets are not that smart in general.
So that's why
we're still learning the new Jets regime.
That's why
but they're not that smart in general, so it's pretty
that's why
on brand here.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you going to tell us about Malachi Lawrence or not? The heck, man. Drew says Packers had a visit that PFF doesn't even have on their board.
Bears lost wide receiver
Malcolm DeWalt. Yeah, Mo DeWalt the fourth. Guess what? Mo DeWalt was on my board, but they did bring in a guy who was not. I didn't have Anthony Miller, East Carolina wide receiver. But I did have Mo DeWalt. Drew says I wouldn't mind riding with Ritter this year and waiting until next year to take a backup. That is an acceptable.
No,
that one's for Chris right there. Bang, 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 bang.
I feel like
that one's for Chris.
That does feel like a good position for him.
Look at that. PFF has Heidenreich listed as a fullback too. Didn't they used to have him as a receiver?
No, they've had him listed as a fullback. I don't know why.
The database has him as a wide receiver.
Mine doesn't.
Consensus.
Shame Davis, Captain Underpants, says Commanders were old though. Bears did that and are still young. Commanders were old. What's up with the Commanders all of a sudden? Let's see. You didn't mention the Commanders here. Where did the Commanders come up? Oh, here we go. Joe's comment. Bears have Commanders 2 years ago all over them next season. So you're talking about when the Commanders had Jayden Daniels as a rookie, and then they were crazy good, and then they went and beat the Lions in the playoffs. Interesting. Commanders were old. Bears did that and are still young. Bears are semi-young. Joe says none of Green Bay exits worry me at all. Yeah, I think like wide receiver and then like Kingsley Anibare. I'm kind of nervous there.
Can I say to Joe, saying the Bears lost wide receiver one is a very funny thing to say. I have to chime in.
They lost their wide receiver 3. I'll give you that.
I don't even think they lost a wide receiver 3. I think Loveland can count as both. I think Loveland can count as both, and it's
fair enough.
4.
Fair enough. They lost,
and then it's then 4. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of like, hey, I don't know.
Drew says I looked East Carolina wide receiver Anthony Smith up, and he looks very interesting to me. I like him. So we did a video on him last week. I think we need to make some more stuff on him. I do think that.
Boy, I really don't know what to do about these jokes.
Because you love Romo. No, it's because freaking what's his nuts? I'm already forgetting his name. The heck is the guy? Overrated guy they got from the Panthers who's now went to the Bills. What's that guy's name?
DJ Moore, yeah.
DJ Moore, thank you. It's because DJ Moore is terrible. That's why.
Oh.
You got to take him.
It's way less to do with everybody else on their roster. It has to do with how DJ Moore is terrible. Moore was a big part of them. His loss will hurt.
I don't think so.
How many Bears games did you watch, my brother?
I don't think he's going to.
Did you watch the games where he was just standing on the sideline doing nothing?
I don't think it's going to hurt.
Brian Mafia have a second on Lawrence. Brian Mafia is multitasking right now. I can tell. Ooh, shots fired by Shame Davis, Captain Underpants. I don't think Jay knows ball. Look, he's even calling you Jay. He's not even calling you Joe.
I think they'll swing here.
Joe, are you going to take this from a man with underpants on his head? You got to take those shots? Game winner against Nixon. Nixon sucks. Also,
he's not a crook, though.
It was one of the plays he was trying on. I will give him that. I will give him some credit in that regard. He was trying on that play.
Brian says I had to poop.
All right. I don't think we needed to share that info.
It's a family show.
It's a family show. I love that Mike Washington is still sitting here at 111 for the Broncos to take.
Boy.
United Bates says Keister Nixon. That's pretty good.
Jerry, I like the guy.
Ayers says, I think Matt contributed to us losing those games against the Bears. The whole team contributed to that.
Big boy freak at safety. Where is he?
Jalen Catalon.
Got a full-on war in the chat here between Joe and Captain Underpants.
Let's see here.
To be fair, I'm on both of your sides because I like both you guys. And it's entertaining to me watching you guys fight. Joe says that Captain Underpants sounds like a Bears fan or one of those quote-unquote Packer fans that hopped on the bandwagon. Captain Underpants, are you going to take that line down from Joe?
What are you doing?
You going to take that from Spider-Man who won't even write his real name?
JJ.
Chris, don't give anybody seizures. Can't do that. First you're dropping an F-bomb, now you're trying to give somebody a seizure? Sheesh. Ayers, Matt played too soft, obviously the whole team, but Matt needs to stop playing overly safe. I don't disagree with that. I also think that the roster sucked big time at that point in the year. The offensive line was really bad.
Crazy.
It's the biggest problem was the offensive line. It's hard. I mean, like, define what you mean by playing soft, because there's kind of two different things that come to mind for me when you say playing soft. One would be that you have an inability in the trenches to bully the other team around. And, like, our defensive line and offensive line were horrific. So if you want to call them soft because our O-line and D-line were unable to push the other team around, that is completely fair. The other thing that people often like to say when they throw around the word soft is they're talking about corners not playing man. And I would just ask you,
Hey.
what corners on our roster would you want to be playing tight man, sticky man coverage? Because I'll tell you who can't do that. Keisean Nixon can't do that. The ghost of Nate Hobbs couldn't do that. You wanted to be the Carrington Valentine show?
Guys are up.
All right, why don't you slowly scroll through and show us the scraps you've left over for us?
For your wish is my command.
We'll get on with it. Zachary Branch, Max Clare, Deion Burks, Kyle Lewis. Keep going. LT Overton.
Drew Eller.
Markel Bell. Chris, would you be on some Markel Bell action at 120 here?
I like some Bell action.
Keep going, Jake.
Excuse me?
That was Markel Bell. Do you like Dante Corleone, Chris?
I like him, but maybe not here. I don't know.
Okay. So far I'm Markel Bell or bust.
We also had Big Citrus, so I don't know what we would do with Corleone.
Rotation, maybe.
Brennan Thompson. Can you pause for a second? I want to look at something real quick here. I want to see.
We did not. I know we got to Chris's Venmo. I know. I know you read it.
Chris said, did y'all get my Venmo and ignore it because it was so small, or did I send it to the other derailed ballet company? We read it. So, and then I saw you put the exact same message in the chat. I'll read it again. It wasn't small. It was $5. Big talk, small wallet, big city with 3 orange emojis.
Yeah,
we read
that one, and we got
we read
got
it, and we appreciated it. Thank you.
And they got them.
And Chris, by the way, I replied to your Venmo dono with a heart emoji in the Venmo app. So Brennan Thompson,
they got him too.
What I want to look at here.
Cat just won a fight.
He's not a Packer. Is this right? 5'9", 164.
That's correct.
29 and 3/8 inch arms. What a tiny dude.
That's right.
He's like a fast, shifty slot guy.
Jay says, whose cat was dying? Yeah, my freaking cats are fighting behind me. I'm going to go off screen for a second.
Landon
Robinson. Tack Davis. A couple guys there. McClellan. Brian Parker. That's an option. I kind of left you guys that option. I think that's interesting. I know McAllister, Jude.
I like McAllister, and I feel like this would be worth a McAllister pick, but I just think
it's worth it based on the film.
Yeah.
Based on the film.
He's explosive.
So I see Demings here. Can you go up from here and let me see what I missed?
For
just
sure.
like drops his hip.
Just got to Parker.
Makes those cuts.
And Tack and Landon Robinson was like who we were just getting to.
All right.
So sharp in his routes.
So
Chris, here's the guys I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Markel Bell, Charles Demings.
Mr. Demons.
Jake, what in the world are you doing?
Keep going.
Tack Davis.
Check it.
And I can't remember who the fourth guy. You're jumping around so much. I can't remember who the fourth guy.
I'm trying to pull up their things. Their little page.
Oh, you're opening it in tabs.
Yeah,
Sorry.
LT.
I didn't realize that.
LT Dante. Is that what you're thinking?
No, keep going.
Brennan Thompson.
I think you're a Carson
Landon
fan as
Landon.
well, I believe.
Shut up.
Parker.
Oh, Brian Parker. Brian Parker was the fourth guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Joe wants
Parker,
Demings.
Parker, Demings, Davis, and Bell. Those you see.
Brian says, finally, JJ is gone. Darn, he's back. Yeah, so my cats were trying to kill each other back there, so that was fun. So I had to throw Draco out of the room. Camber's staying in here because she's a lady. Belong in here. Oh, Jack Kelly. I wouldn't pick Jack Kelly.
Last ups for the boys.
Brian Monty says Thaddeus Dixon. Next one. Chris, which direction do you want to go? Because I think I know what I want to do. Jay says, who is at O-line? Well, Markel Bell.
O-line.
So I got
and
Bell,
Brian Parker.
Bell, Crownover, Parker, Bowery, Yeager, Burton. Nope.
Micah Morris coming way later, but probably
Micah
worth a pick this high.
Coogan.
Golden. Isock as well.
Golden's there too. Bryanson on Jimmy Rolder. Keegan Trost.
Trost way down on this list.
The mailman.
Trost has got a lot of fans in Packerdom.
I
like Caden Barnett a lot. I really like him. He said it. He finally said it.
Travis Burke, Memphis. Intriguing. A little bit. So there you go. That's a big Gulbin would be fine. I thought about picking Gulbin before he was going to be available there. But I can't.
Can you pull up Prysock?
I feel like they're going to take O-line like in the 7th with those picks. They're going to take some random name that I just never heard of. I
almost picked Prysock. I almost drafted him on accident instead of pulling his thing up there. So
I like the Washington.
Prysock is my vote.
Okay.
Prysock would be my vote. Chris, what would be your vote?
He does. Yeah, I'm good with Prysock. I like both the Washington.
Brian Parker would be nice too. Between the two Washington corners,
I think
Prysock's production moves me a lot more than Tack Davis.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Tack Davis, you're doing it on the.
Davis is a little bit bigger and faster, but I think Prysock is a better player. Bear says it's Takario there. Yeah, he is. Yeah, United Bates wants Parker. Drew says Parker has basically only played right tackle. Parker is going to be a center in the NFL.
Yeah. Where'd he go? He has played some left tackle, to be fair. 370. That's not nothing. But yes, he is definitely not a tackle. That will be a okay. So for those who haven't watched Prysock, all right, one of my favorite things about Prysock is he kind of has to swing his arms to change direction. It's pretty funny to watch if you haven't seen it. He has to kind of do that type of thing where he has to like
he's getting extra momentum.
Yeah, he has to like fully pivot by swinging his arms to change direction, which I find very funny. But yeah.
Jake, can you run through all the guys that we had you open up?
Yes. Markel Bell, Tack Davis, Brian Parker, Ephesians Prysock, and was there another? I don't think there was.
Landon Robinson. Interesting.
I like Robinson.
Oh, Demings.
Could be a disruptive.
And Demings.
Another disruptive interior defensive guy.
So, Chris, here's the 4 options that I'm about to put on screen. I want you let me know if you want to sub something in. I got Brian Parker, Ephesians Prysock, Markel Bell, and Charles Demings.
Sounds
Do you want to sub anybody out?
That sounds fine.
All right, we're putting that on screen here.
Tight end is picked over.
You guys go ahead and.
What do running backs look like? I just want to know. Did you take the Penn State boys?
I took Katron for sure.
Oh, we got.
Oh, he left his Nick Singleton. How nice of him to leave us Singleton. Keelan Black. I'd be okay. This is a little bit early for me. I would like Keelan in the 5th round.
I would like to go to bat for my guy Robert Henry Jr. from UTSA. By the way,
I haven't watched Robert Henry Jr. at all.
If you have Texas A&M, defense, watch him against Texas A&M defense. Woo-hoo. Impressive. Okay.
Robert Henry Jr.
Yeah. Kid's got some juice.
Oh, here he is. Robert Henry.
Some cap scheme juice.
Robert Henry is failing the physicals on here for me for something. So he's 5'9", 196, 9 1/8 inch.
So maybe
hand,
just
30 and 1/8 inch arm.
Maybe not.
4'5", 240. 24.3 years old today. Elusiveness rating of 91.9.
Hey, we could take
career receptions per game 1.55. Career games played 35. Man, he must have had some game against A&M.
He did.
He can't receive. He can't pass block. His RAS is 6.81.
We already got the pass block.
I'll go check it out, but I'm not moved here.
You don't have to be. I'm not.
Ayers says Henry or Demings. Joe says, JJ, please kick Shame Davis, Captain Underpants, the Bears fan. I don't think he's a Bears fan. Is he a Bears fan? I don't think he is.
Joe Lee.
He says, can you guys keep it down with the mock draft? I'm trying to school this guy who doesn't know a ball.
All right. Let's focus.
This is the greatest rivalry. What's a better rivalry? Packers-Bears or Shame Davis, Captain Underpants, Joey Spider-Man?
I don't know. Anyway.
I'm leaning Charles Demings. Chris, what direction are you leaning?
I keep thinking about Takario Davis, who's not big. I'm like, he feels like a what they would do kind of thing. Just because
we could split the difference. Well, let me give you this. All right.
He's like this handsy, athletic.
Let's split the difference.
Guy who people don't
Ephesians Prysock, right in the middle between
Devin
Marshall. Don't tempt me with a good time. I'm not going Devin Marshall here.
Let's take
Demings.
Let's say
this is the last pick.
The chat went Demings as well.
Okay.
Chet Fuel says
bang,
4,
bang.
which is Demings. Welcome, Chet Fuel.
Bang. Here we go.
Iowa Joe wants to take Caden Wheatchin. I love it.
The bit is good. The bit's good. I like the bit.
Brian says Tack Davis is not what they would pick. Tack Davis is a tier 4 receiver for me.
I feel like
he's not even a corner? Man.
I mean, tier 4 corner.
JJ's like, I don't want him playing this position, so I'm kind of out.
I got Prysock and Demings in tier 1 and Tack in tier 4. So there's a jump there for me.
I think whoever takes Ephesians Prysock must also take Genesis Smith. I think that's the rules.
Genesis Prysock, their love child. I like it. Chris says Iowa Joe is the biggest homer I've never met. He's the biggest Iowa homer. But that's the Iowa way. All Iowa fans are massive.
It's a Wheat Gem bit. I like the bit. Demings?
The Weechin bit is great.
Yeah. Yep.
Demings is the pick.
Locking it in.
All right, now I got to finish all these dang fourth round picks. Oh my, there's so many.
You
How
can just
fast
pick
can
them
you
off
do
the
it?
top.
The problem is you get all the compensatory picks starting in the fourth round.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
the big
These
problem.
fourth round compensatory picks are annoying. Yeah, they probably would, wouldn't they? You know. Okay, these absolute clowns. What are we gonna do for them?
All right, Chris. So who else did we take here? We took
I think they should do that.
Big Citrus
Oh, my king.
and Demings and
And
Cisse.
Cisse. That feels
Big
like
citrus.
something that they're leaning towards, like doubling up with the corners and a defensive lineman. That's kind of my thought on their direction. But now with that, with the Wicks trade, makes me think they're going to try to fit some wide receiver up there.
Look, we got 3 C guys: Cisse, Citrus, and Charles. The triple
Yeah.
C.
Well done.
And then
You could even say that we're high on C. High C.
B's, C's, and D's. It's Dominique Citrus, Charles Demings.
Oh, man. Brian Malfi says he failed in Great Britain.
Oh no. Whatever will we
Great
do?
Britain's always failing.
Seems that way. Safety.
I guess Russia's about to
Was,
invade the UK. It's unfortunate.
I think Uar Bernard was available. Right? We could have taken him.
That's true.
I clipped out our video on
These guys have
Bernard.
3 of 4 of these.
That's the San Francisco
Oh
way.
wait, no. This
Third
is
and
this
fourth
is
round, they're
this is
going
this
bonkers.
is a regular pick. That's not
Is-
compensatory. Oh, we didn't get them a receiver either.
Captain Underpants says, by the way, are we really counting out the Vikings with Kyler Murray? Even competence at the QB position puts them at 9 to 10 wins. 100% agree. I'm not counting out the Vikings with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is so much better than stinking J.J. McCarthy. It's not even close. I mean, like, you have to consider, too, like, people tried laughing at the Vikings when they brought in Sam Darnold, right? How'd that work out for you? I mean, anybody who's laughing at the Vikings and Kyler Murray, that is not a bet that I would want to make.
Kyler Murray operating with a much better wide receiver room.
These Dolphins picks are ticking me off.
Yes, good.
What if Chris, would it move you if the Vikings traded Jordan Addison for a wide receiver who can actually play? Would that move you?
That's interesting.
Calamari and Marvis and Harrison. Michael Morris. Yeah. There you go. That's the one.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Brian says Raiders run tons of cover 3.
Oh,
Hides
yeah.
Stokes' stiffness.
Vrabel will love this guy. Are you kidding? Okay.
Did you just draft Diana Rossini to the Patriots?
I
I
drafted
can't believe you did that.
the guy.
Who did you draft?
Barnett. Vanilla Gorilla.
Who's Barnett? There we go. He said it again.
I did indeed.
He was he? He was
Joe
a top
says
3 for us,
NFC
right?
North is the toughest division, but we got to see Kyler actually do it. Kevin O'Connell will protect him, though.
Tackle.
There's no lies.
Guard.
No lies.
Good.
Iowa Joe says Vrabel is a very loving guy, it seems. I would like to see him. I would like him to give me hugs like that. That would be very nice. I like hugs. Lots of hugs. Eric says Eric Stokes wasn't getting burned like Kevin King. I can say that.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Drew, I'm not putting your comment. I can't pin your comment, but
Guys.
it made me chuckle.
Be nice.
I'm not pinning it. Not pinning it.
Oh my God.
Ryan.
Drew.
I said I'm not putting his comment on screen.
Drew.
I can't. I'm not putting it on screen,
man.
but Yeah, the Steelers, Nick Singleton. That's so accurate and so disgusting.
I know.
My Steelers buddy would vomit
Good.
having to watch Nick Singleton.
Can't take everyone you like.
It's like every year, like the Steelers do like this
Is this the
50-50 draft. They take some really good guys and some just really ass guys.
Good.
Mel Kiper's tearing out his hair because of the Zachariah branch.
Good.
He's like,
He's
a first round pick.
So here we go.
Sure.
Joe
Why not?
says Stokes is a perfect fit for Gannon. Brian says no. Gannon runs match quarters, not a good fit. Drew says Kevin King and Eric Stokes are two corners everyone hates on, when in reality they just dealt with injuries.
freaking one of yous. It's one of yous.
Catalan.
Is he retiring? I thought it sounded like he wasn't he
Gonna
decided
play
against
at all?
playing. Yeah.
Let's ask one of the AIs if he's
I'm
retiring.
gonna take Robert Spears Jennings.
I don't really ever
Guys,
use
we're done.
Grok, but I'm gonna
We're done. It
do
only
Grok
took 2
this time
hours.
because Grok might be more likely to
Hooray!
look at all the online rumors. So let's see here.
Can you do it by team?
I wish.
That would be a nice feature. Let's do a new 7-round one.
Packers only?
And
Grok says Jalen Catalan has retired from football.
Has he?
Tony Pauline confirmed it.
I remember because I listened to the read optional. I'm pretty sure they said that as well. So I was pretty certain. Okay. So,
Iowa Joe, who is this year's Shedeur Sanders? The player who guys like Mel Kiper says is a surefire first, but falls off the mountain and makes the talking heads mad. Okay, Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is the guy.
Branch.
Branch could be.
Mel Kiper thinks he's going to the first.
Who's Zachariah Branch?
Yeah.
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 Throughout the year, he was saying that he could sneak into the end of the first. For sure.
Yeah.
I'd buy fourth. I'd buy fourth before I bought first.
Right.
All right, so I guess Branch. Give me Peter Woods.
All right.
Give me.
Oh, I can make this trade, by the way.
What about? I'll tell you who should fall in the first round is Kenyon City. He's probably not gonna. But Peter Woods, I think, has fallen. Ty Simpson has fallen.
Okay.
Maybe.
Here we go.
Could be Messidor.
I think Messidor. I don't
Well,
know.
Messidor's like all
the problem is
medicals.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like Messidor,
I don't know
the
if that
medicals
counts.
is like I don't know how that can be maddening. Like I think people should probably know.
Zachariah Branch is consensus 61 right now. I just don't know how you could be upset about him not going in the first round. It's just
I know.
I don't know how you can be mad about the consensus
All right.
61 guy falling to the fourth round.
We feel good.
Brian Murphy says, check if Branch and Kiper have the same agency. I mean, like everybody's noting that the Ty Simpson thing is going
Quick
nuts.
mock.
Is this
Rapid
Packers
fire?
only?
Yeah,
We do a
I'm
7-round.
I'm making
Packers.
making the trade too since PFF doesn't have it updated.
Perfect. Yes,
They
please.
said it's
do this.
Atlanta's. They said it's Atlanta's pick. So the one that
Do
Philly
this,
is trading
but-
is Atlanta's pick.
Set it up so I can clip it here. So
All right, go ahead.
I'll shut up and you can set it up. Go.
It's set up. The trade's here. I can. I'll click
No.
the trade once you. Oh, you want me to do it and then start?
Verbally set it up. Verbally set up the beginning of the clip for YouTube. All right, I'll do it. We're doing a 7-round Packers mock draft. We are putting through the Dontayvion Wicks to Philly trade, so that we can have the picks. So it's gonna say forced trade because it already happened in real life. Deal with it.
Yep. Do we want to slow it? Do we want to make a move up? Is that something we would consider?
Yeah, because we have the extra pick now. So yeah.
All right. Bane, Love,
Not
Bailey.
this slow. Not at least speed it up until we're like 28.
I don't think you want me to touch this, but I will. Okay.
Clip that sound. Clip that sound bite. All right, now you can slow it down.
Okay.
Oh, K-Mac, look at that. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, K-Mac at 27. Caden Proctor. Pause it once Caleb Banks goes.
Once he goes?
Yeah. He didn't go already, did he?
Did Miller go? Miller didn't go, right? No.
Miller did not go.
Okay.
Blake Miller's gone.
Oh, Blake Miller went.
Yeah, not that. No.
No, pause it once Caleb Banks goes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then I don't know if I want to trade it for Caleb Banks.
You're talking about the trade up for Christian Miller?
Yeah, it was a trade up for Christian Miller.
I wish I was paying attention.
Like, who's available right now?
Chris
it's kind of
Johnson
falling
is.
different than I was thinking.
Chris Johnson definitely is.
52 to 39 for Chris Johnson. It's a little rich. What would it take to move up to here with the Browns?
My problem is, what has Kansas City done? Can we check that? Double check. Okay, they took Colton Hood, so they're probably not going to do it. Bengals wouldn't do it. We got to get ahead of these pesky guys right here. I think. Because they took Woods, right? Yeah. Who'd they take it? Yeah, Fano and Woods. They're 100%. We got to jump them.
The problem is that
Miami.
when we trade up from 52, that means that we are 100% missing out on Ted Hurst. And we're missing out on Chris Brazzell.
We're probably missing out on those guys anyway, if we're being real honest with ourselves.
You don't think Ted Hurst is there at 52? He's there at 52.
I'm going to pause. Oh, no, 52, yes. But, like, you're going up to get Johnson, right? So.
Probably. I
Don't
mean,
get
I'm going to pause it at the Saints pick. I'm pausing at the Saints pick. Okay.
See, it's what I hate about the PFF sim is we can't see
players I know that are available. Chris Johnson, Malachi Lawrence, Caleb Banks. Is there anybody else we need to say? I think another position.
I think let's wait until two of those guys go and then trade up for the third, maybe.
Okay.
Of those three guys, because we'd be happy with any of those three.
Banks.
Drew says there's other guys. Well, name them. Who else are you?
Drew's thinking probably like Rutledge.
Joe says no on Banks. His foot injury is scary.
That's fair.
It's fair.
All right, we're gonna let it
go. Well, let it roll once, and let's see who the Saints take.
Okay.
Nice. That fell nicely. Okay.
Well, listen,
the Dolphins
There's
can have
absolutely no chance. Did the Jets? Hold on, can I just check one more thing? Jets.
Dolphins are definitely taking Chris Johnson.
Parker, Venga, sorry, and Ruben. Yeah, no, there's no chance. He's going one of these two for sure. The Jets will also do it if the Dolphins don't. He's going with one of the next two, Chris Johnson.
What do the Dolphins want to trade up here?
God, they have so many picks.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
120.
Would the Dolphins be interested in trading back with so many picks? That'd be my thought. Yeah. Even the Jets. Like, I feel like the trade.
That's true. Why would they? Yeah, they're not going to trade up. Or trade down, I mean.
Interesting.
Air says Finns might trade down a bit for more picks since they're in full-on rebuild mode. I mean, that's
they have 11. They do have 11 picks, though.
But John Eric Sullivan, like this being his first draft ever, wouldn't he like 1,000 bites at the apple?
They have 7 top 100 picks right now. 7. It's a lot of bites at the apple already.
This was the really desirable job.
Greedy. Yes. 54%. Interesting.
I mean, I would
The worst they can do is say no. Obviously, if they say yes, it's going through. So that's the other thing. Do you want to do it? That's the question. Do you want to do it?
Like, I'd rather they say no, but yeah, go
Who
ahead.
we get?
Go ahead,
Well,
Malford.
then we don't do it. Who do you want? Who would you get?
Well, if we're trading up here, we're trading up for Chris Johnson.
Okay, I agree.
Drew says maybe trade with the Ravens. Well, the Ravens aren't trying to move up. So.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
They didn't want it. All right.
Sorry. Trade in 2 spots. Okay. Let's see. Chris Johnson and who else? Who are the 2 guys who go here? So
all right. Alexa, play taps.
Hans Simpson. You forgot about those 2.
We
all right,
did
trade
forget
with
about
the Ravens.
All right. What do these jokers want?
Yeah, the other thing, like, hang on. The Bucks don't really need corner.
Dang it.
So greedy.
52 and 120. I mean, we're only moving up 7 spots. To move up 7 spots for Chris Johnson feels so worth it. Trade one of next year's picks, man. What are we doing? We got 1,000 picks next. Give him a 4th next year. We got 4 4s.
I feel like you don't.
Yeah, they won't take that though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think you'd give up. You'd trade back without getting an extra pick this year.
I got a crazy idea. Hold on. What about just 52 and then the Dallas 4th next year for 45 straight up?
That's 79%. I just would love another one. I know 211's good, but like, do I want 211? No. I want this one.
Try 174. Ah, dang it.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Oh, no. Chris is going to go to bat for Rodriguez here. I forgot. He's still here, too.
No, we're taking Chris Johnson.
All right, Chris.
We moved up for Chris.
Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson's the pick here.
He is? He is? He is? He's the pick?
If you wanted Malachi Lawrence, you should have made a case for Malachi Lawrence.
All right.
And then we didn't have to trade up to 45 if we had 2 options.
All right. 84.
So it's nice that we're still picking at 84. That
Nice.
I like. Are you tempted by Elijah Surratt at all here?
No.
Are you tempted by Ted Hurst here?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Let's do Ted Hurst. This gives us some depth here because we're going our big 3 wide receivers are Matthew Golden, Christian Watson, and Jayden Reed. And then you have Ted Hurst here, and he's percolating, he's developing. And when we're missing one of those guys for a few weeks later in the year, Ted Hurst steps up in a big way. We still have our 4th rounder.
Yeah, you have 120. We're taking Trey Zune at 120. Trey Zune's 120.
Yes, please. Yes,
Trey
please.
Zune 120. So this is Proctor.
Yeah, we're missing out on Caleb Proctor. We're doing Ted Hurst instead of Caleb Proctor. I would like to go Elijah Surratt.
I'm fine with that. You want to do it?
Well, hold on a second. Let me just look really quick here. I want to just straight up compare.
O-line do be loaded.
and Hurst.
Slaughter Jones, Casey Parker, Stevens, Zune, Davis. O-line's fine. I don't think we need to push it. I think Surratt would be
Now,
option.
Brian, are you still here? Because Surratt has these dino arms that he doesn't like. 31.25-inch arms.
Oh, that's
Shuttle
why.
was 4.38.
That's why he doesn't get through contact as well.
Shuttle was 4.38.
I think this is Surratt, Proctor, Hurst, or my guy Barryn.
I would rather have Surratt than Hurst. You said Surratt.
Go with that.
You said Surratt, Hurst, Proctor, or Barham. I like those 4. Let's do a poll between those 4. Yeah, that's great. That's a good 4.
Nobody wants Proctor or Hurst. I know they don't. The good news is when Proctor hits, everybody will bow to me. I'm just kidding.
And linebacker Jayden Barr.
Whoa. Miami want to come up? For Surratt.
Of course it's for Sorrell.
For Surratt, right? Who you taking?
Well, what are they offering?
Who have they taken? They take Pons. Oh yeah, they took Pons, Peter Woods, and Fano. Yeah, of course that's what they want. Yeah, you want to come up against Surratt? All right, bet. You gonna toss that second rounder next year? Oh, you don't want?
Wait,
okay,
hold on. 87 and 90. Will they give us 87 and 90?
No, I don't think so.
Well, then they can't have.
Suck it. Too bad. Get wrecked.
What is the best thing that they would offer us?
I probably like 151. Yeah.
151. Get out of town.
Anyone else?
151.
Oh. Buffalo. I like
Oh
this
yeah.
guy.
Let's talk to the idiots. Let's see what they want. What are the idiots willing to give up? The dumbest team in football right now. Drew says swap 120 and 90. But you don't understand. Like,
let's take you.
Yes. There's the.
How's this sound?
There's the pick value, but there's also the Surratt value.
You're gonna give me this too. Oh, okay. Guess not. Perfect.
What are they doing?
We're taking Ed Oliver from them since they want this pick so bad.
Oh, I don't mind that.
We're taking Ed Oliver from them.
I don't mind that.
And a fifth. We're taking Ed Oliver and a fifth for this 84th pick.
So, I mean, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. So bad. Hey, they want this.
So far, we've taken Chris Johnson.
Come get it.
So far, we're taking Chris Johnson.
Come get it.
Surratt. We're passing on Surratt, which means we're probably passing on wide receiver, which I
come get it then.
We need a Dexter Lawrence trade package, I think.
Let's see if the Giants are offering. I didn't even look. No. Oh, you guys. Interesting. All right, hold on.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. No, I'm just kidding.
I will take Sam Laporta.
I'll
take Laporta.
Yeah, right. Laporta for Elijah Surratt. Come on.
Oh, they don't want to trade. Well, I guess that sucks, huh? Doesn't it? Sometimes you don't get. Sometimes.
I guess you don't want him bad enough then.
Ooh.
I like the Surratt pick. I like the Proctor pick. I have a feeling like he's going to follow like the Alex Wright trajectory, where it's like his first 2 or 3 seasons are awful.
Guess the Vikings don't want Surratt bad enough. Didn't want to part with Jefferson. It's tough.
All right, so what was the Ed Oliver? So we're doing Ed Oliver or Surratt, Chris?
I just go with Surratt. Hard to make
the Dolphins would give 90 and 130, but they would keep 87.
That's
90
right.
and 130. That's
I'd be fine going to 90.
Because here's the thing: if we go to 90, we probably can still get Ted Hurst.
Yeah.
So it's just a question of we really haven't drafted Surratt. That's the thing. We know that's who they're picking here. We know it.
Of course they are.
Everybody wants Surratt here.
Could you imagine if they didn't?
The Bills should want Surratt. They don't have any perimeter receivers right now. Who try?
They got DJ Moore.
That's why I put
Chris,
the little qualifier on the end. That's why I put the qualifier at the end.
Let's do 90 and 130. We're just moving back 6 spots here.
Right.
130 is very valuable. Let's see who they take. What if they don't take Surratt? Of course
they take Ted Hurst there. That'd be
What?
Now can we trade back up here? What's it going to take?
Fifth rounder next year.
My
Thanks
gosh.
so much. You're welcome.
Do that. Do it. Surratt, right here. Booyah!
Oh,
and then
so
we're
funny.
talking, 5
We
picks?
still have 120.
Right?
We have 120,
No,
130. We have 120, 130. Oh, man. This is Goody at his best.
Chris Johnson, Elijah Surratt.
Maneuvered his board. The board's pretty big. I'll show you if you want. Okay.
This is not half bad.
No, we're cooking. Trey Zune, right? That's the move?
Trey Zune, of course.
Great. Cool. All right. Now we can sit and relax here for a minute.
You talk about relax. I'm going to make the thumbnail. It's got Chris Johnson and Trey Zune and Elijah Surratt. Relax.
True.
Wrong Chris Johnson. I want the San Diego State Chris Johnson. Just being honest with you.
The Great Wall. I do not like.
It's like nobody in the edge group that I'd take after like 120. Unless I'm having
Anthony Hill's gone, but Elarm Zor might be a
Gunner.
nice little consolation prize.
I think so.
Did you pull up D tackle already? I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I did. I didn't have a good time. I'm sorry. That's edge. That's not what I meant to do. Keenan Capehart Regis.
I like Capehart a bit,
How about at 153?
but I probably would like Elarm Zor better.
Forget about
It's
onion.
gotta go
Don't forget about our
Jordan
boys.
Vanderberg.
Don't forget about our boys all the way down here. We have 7 picks left.
We're taking Vandenberg later. I'm just saying that.
I agree.
All right, who are we thinking about right now? We're thinking about Elarm Zor. Who else? Just scroll down a little bit here. Kilgore. Ooh,
That's
Kilgore
interesting.
nice.
That's interesting.
That might be a nice pairing with Chris Johnson.
That might be
actually.
interesting. I don't know if he can play boundary. So that's like, I don't know if that's like a pairing thing for you. Remember,
We just got Chris Johnson though.
24 snaps on the boundary. I mean, I think safety, slot corner, bit of both. I think he sees the field extremely well. It processes a lot of what's going on, which I think is really good for what Gannon's going to ask of the. Could go Neal, Prysock, Demings. We just went Demings though. We went Demings in that.
Neal. Neal.
Probably get him at 153.
Chris, do you like Neal?
Julian.
Linebackers. Any
Julian Neal, yeah.
linebackers?
Yeah.
Yes. Gosh, we still have a lot of people in here watching at 10 o'clock Central Time.
That's why we're still going, man.
He'd be a great,
Worth it.
Great value pick here.
Who would?
Neal.
Oh, Neal. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Elarm Zor or Torian York. I feel like Elarm Zor might get to 153. JJ, I think there's a good chance of that.
Yeah.
We can
I'm
probably
fine
have our
with-
cake and eat it too. Oh wait,
I'm fine with
we should have better cake. Who could
guy we
forget
always
about our,
forget.
Where's our boy?
He was taken.
Nope.
Delp at 130.
Oh,
I don't hate it actually.
let us cook.
That kind of helps. Like we got Surratt, but also
We might be able to get
Delp
Neal and
helps.
Elarm Zor still.
both of them.
There's a
Yeah.
yes. There's actually a chance.
So who's highest on the consensus between those three guys? Is it
On the
Neal
It's
or
probably
Elarm Zor?
on the consensus here, or on PFF's board, or on the consensus.
Oh,
board?
just who's most likely to be
I
taken
mean-
in between this and our next pick?
I mean, in
On the
this
engine.
simulator,
Elarm Zor.
probably Elarm Zor. In real life, Delp being here at 130 is insanity, most likely. So we can make it look perfect. JJ, I have a really good
Do it.
feeling.
Do it.
I have a really good feeling about what's happening here at the moment.
I think you should do this. I think this is
Watch
how we
this.
fix the
Okay.
Packers.
Julian Neal's second corner on the board, and Elarm Zor is the first linebacker. Okay. Elarm Zor.
Can you pull off the miracle? The
Yeah.
Miracle heist.
Yes. Miracle heist. Bang, 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 bang. Yep.
Pull it off.
Yep.
Do it.
Oh man.
Oh,
My gosh.
that second one right there. There's your running back.
Jeez, dude.
This is definitely how you fix the Packers.
Gosh.
This is definitely the greatest
we're doing
trade
this.
of all time.
This is
The
theft.
greatest draft
Are we
of all
taking
time.
Heidenreich? I think we are. We are, no?
Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Who else is available
Theft.
in the trenches?
Theft.
Oh, Cole Payton.
Theft.
Cole Payton, yeah. We got the picks.
We're gonna take Cole Payton or Heidenreich. Which one's more theft? To me it's Heidenreich, but like I get it. We've taken a lineman, right? We took one. That's fine. I could live with that. D tackle. Guys, we're fine. We're fine. We're gonna take 2 studs at the
Vanderberg.
end. We're taking 2 studs at the end of the draft.
Vandenberg, Skylar Howard,
and Anya
those
Dean.
guys.
And Anya Dean too.
Brian Mafia wants to take Kate Klubnik.
No,
I feel like it's respectable.
I think they're gonna take Taylor Green.
I would rather take Cole Payton.
That does
than
feel
either.
I
like
understand,
thing.
but I think Cole Payton's not gonna be a 201. You know what I'm saying?
I'd love to have a creative offensive coordinator to make use of Green.
So I think Heidenreich or no more offensive skill position. Okay, no running back. Put it to UDFA. We taking 2 D tackles or just 1?
I'd like to take 2 because we're so light on numbers there.
4
Can you
picks,
can you
2D
scroll up again?
tackles,
And I
2D
want to see our
tackles.
early picks and just refresh my memory of our earlier
We've
picks.
taken 2 corners. We've got Chris Johnson and Julian Neal. We've got
Delp,
Armsor and Delp, and we got Surratt and Zune. So this needs to I think D-line needs to finish this thing big time.
Interior trenches. You might
Interior
even
too, but I think that's where Zune's playing. But I understand. I feel you.
They're just like positions where that's who's left.
Okay. So, yeah. Micah Morris, Gulbin. If we go tackle to play guard, Trost, perhaps. Oh. Do we want to... Oh. Is he available? I don't think he's available, is he? No. Oh, he is. We go with it?
Caden Barnett.
He's played right tackle.
I wouldn't hate that.
He's got tackle experience. He's got tackle experience, guys. He's right.
I wouldn't hate it. I still really want to help the D line, but
okay. I'm gonna
Micah
do
Morris. Would you rather have Caden Barnett or Micah Morris? Be honest.
Micah. Okay. I have a thought. All right. We're gonna pull off the heist again. Okay. We take Heidenreich or Peyton now. Barnett is 300. We'll get him at 255. Micah Morris, I believe we'll get it at 255. We might be able to choose. How low is Micah Morris? He's 242. We may not be able to choose there, but we can choose 236. Okay. So I think either we take Heidenreich or Peyton now. Okay. And then we take one of the guards and 2D tackles. Vandenberg will be one of them. So Heidenreich or Peyton here.
Peyton.
You want Peyton.
Chris, who do you want?
I like Heidenreich.
Me too, man.
He's like a full. You can use him as a fullback, and you can use him as a slot, and you can use him in the offense. Whereas Peyton,
If
gonna
he
be a
is the
backup,
Reed
he's probably not
replacement
gonna see
at
the field.
201, would be outrageous.
All right. Look,
his
I love
receiving
Cole.
skills
Fine.
are
You
important.
sold me.
Like,
He sold you?
He plants, he cuts, like he does everything you want out of a slot receiver.
All right, we're back right up here at 211. Guard. We got the guards. Micah Morris still there. And then the D tackles. We got to get the D tackles in business. We have Anya Deem, Vandenberg. Where are we going to go?
Is Cole Payton gone now?
Probably, yeah. Actually, no, I don't.
Is Cole Payton gone now?
Available. He's available.
He's not.
available. You could have your boy.
Can we take him? Let's just fix QB2.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. All right. We taking a guard and a D tackle them?
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Okay. Micah Morris not
I
here.
think you need to go. You'll have to go D tackle first.
Let's go get Vandenberg because
What,
Onyedin's
Caden?
gone. What?
Yeah, let's get Vandenberg and Caden.
Vandenberg and
that-
Caden. Great. Call it a day.
Yeah, I think that Vandenberg and Vanilla Gorilla. We're all good.
I like that. That's a very pleasing.
Don't you feel better?
class.
Don't you feel better now we fixed?
Oh, you've cooked
Packers.
it. We're freaking cooking. Draft Garrett Nussmeier. No, I will not.
Get that hate speech out of here,
This is outrageous behavior from
Garrett Nussmeier.
that's. Gosh, oh my gosh, Goody. This is the Goody
SEC
Cook
propaganda.
portion. This is the Goody Cook portion of the draft right here. Wow, we're posting.
That'd feel really good. I think there's a lot of guys there who would
Post
actually
this.
see some playing time.
Boom. Okay, the one weird wrinkle here is the fact that we have like pulled off a heist.
That's some weird.
We down from 84 to 90, said, oh no, you're not taking Surratt. Bang. We're going right back up to 85. And dude, cooking. I'm posting this. This is elite. Packers mock draft. Goody absolutely cooks edition. Gosh, stay cooking, my friends. Stay cooking, my friends. Oh, man. And my favorite thing about this, okay, is the fact that Surratt, if you will go watch the Ohio State game,
Yes.
I counted like, I think, 10 different releases in the game that
He's
deployed.
insane.
And
He's
so,
insane.
So think about if you throw him in the slot at times too. Like he's just going to eviscerate people because he knows where he needs to be on time. And he's going to win contested balls too. Like I get that I get the two sides, the analytical two sides argument of Elijah Surratt, okay, is one, the yards per route run, the first downs per route run, the touchdowns, all that stuff looks really good. The one, I think, hold up, analytically speaking, is the value of the targets. Doesn't win a lot of deep targets, right? He's not a lot of deep target guy, and he's winning a lot of contested stuff in the short and intermediate, which I think would be deemed not as valuable from an analytical standpoint, which I think is true. So I think that's primarily the biggest concern people would have with him, and I think on film that matches up, where I don't think he is, winning downfield a bunch. I don't think you're going to see him pull away. I don't know if you're going to see him necessarily pull away in terms of top of route. This feels very Wicks coded a little bit, not going to lie, except he catches everything.
You know what? If we come away from this
and you can just
fixing the Wicks exit
cook
by adding a guy who can catch the ball,
yeah,
I think we fixed some major concerns with the Packers.
I see both sides of the Surratt conversation. I really do. I see it because I've seen some people that I really enjoy looking at the stuff, crunching the numbers, looking at what's valuable. So I get both sides of the argument for and against Surratt. I think the biggest thing with him is you have guys who can play in the boundary. You can rotate a lot of these guys now. Now we're not like, oh no, this guy's locked into the slot. We're concerned about what what he can do. Now it's kind of like, no, we got three guys who can move around. And that, I think, is probably the most exciting part of that. Now, I could have taken Surratt in that little epic mock I was doing. Could have been interesting.
What's amazing is that the Packers have so many needs that even in this draft where we had 1,000 picks, we still couldn't address all their needs. That's the shape the roster's in right now. There's just kind of concerning holes everywhere.
Which I think this this could be a defensive tackle, right?
Yep.
I think this could be a defensive tackle. I feel a lot better. But don't forget about edge. Do we feel okay about it? I don't know.
I think I feel okay about everything we did here. This is you're not going to get a better Packers mock draft than this. It's not going to happen.
You roll into 2027, potentially looking for starting left tackle. That's maybe, or right tackle, depending on what you do with Zach Tom. And so that's maybe the question. You give Zune every chance to try and go play out there. But if not, you have a potential fallback with Sean Rhyan. That's not our buddy, what's his name? Oof. Forgot his name.
Anthony Belton?
No,
Anthony Belton?
No, the Duke fella.
Brian Parker.
No.
Not Brian Parker.
Jacob Monk.
Monk, yes.
Who's on our roster.
Right, correct. Yeah, so you have the guy who's not him as the potential backup option. Maybe Zune could play one of the guard spots. We'll see. But I think he's
the guy who's not him. That's the perfect way to describe it. Jacob
exactly.
Monk. The guy who's not him.
Chris Johnson takes over as starting corner. Surratt gets in the rotation. Zune maybe grabs a starting spot, maybe doesn't. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Got a dude who might want to beat people's faces in at the other offensive line spot. This is the tight end 2 compliment to Kraft that I yearn for.
It's so good.
It's
so good.
I swoon thinking about this. And then I think El Armzor, man, I'm pretty darn impressed, especially getting him at 153. I would like Keisean Elliott maybe a little bit more because I think he's the kind of you've got your like guys who don't sift.
ASU linebacker.
Yes. You got your guys who don't sift through the trash as well, right? Franklin and Cooper are going to cover a lot of space, do a lot of coverage work, and then you can kind of bring him in a little bit early downs maybe. But El Armzor, really like it. Neal, physical. These dudes are going to battle. Johnson and Neal battle out there. Then you got a dude who might be the dude. Okay. This video, I'm posting this one Monday of draft week because I can't wait to get the influx of folks when whoever picks him gets to see what he can do. Because if you, and I know we're way over time, but if you like Bryce Lance because the analytics are showing you like really good versus zone coverage, which I think is a very important data point, really good against zone coverage. Heidenreich also really good against zone coverage, just saying. And more of a Swiss Army knife. I think you can ask him to do more things than Bryce Lance immediately. Mm-hmm. Bryce Lance immediately to me is run deep, run the post, run the cross of field that doesn't require a lot of like nuance and footwork there, and just take some Savion touches.
His average depth of targets like approaching 20 yards or something like that.
Exactly. You want to throw him deep down the field, that's fine, but we don't need to mess with all the intermediate stuff. This guy, I think, can do a lot of different things, and then you've already got. Yeah, I just really like this. If you want to, if for those who don't like the Surratt pick, insert Ted Hurst. He was also available. Can do that too. Think about that one with Ted Hurst in there. That's fine too. I think you can look at it either way. But I love it. We might just have to mic drop the mock draft season and just call it. I think it's done.
Yeah, because you, the mock draft addict, are going to let us do that. Listen, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do our outro. Jake, you and I are going to sync it up this time the way that we couldn't do it last week. So are you on music or graphic?
I'll be on music.
All right, you're on music. And I want to say thank you to everybody. We had donos from Drew, Thomas Austin, Chris N., and Joe. Appreciate you guys. This has been so much fun. 3.5 hours. It's been a while since we've done a really long one, but tonight it just worked out that this was the night. Chris, thank you for joining us. Yes. It's been a lot of fun having you on so regularly. Chris is going to be scheduled.
Big ups for Chris and for the donos.
Friday. And I'm just going to say probably a few more times. And also, so we have a Substack, okay? We have a Substack. Chris wrote an article that's going up. Chris, when's this going live? Is it going live Monday or is it live now?
Right now it's scheduled for Monday. I don't know. Maybe I'll push it out tomorrow. We'll see.
Why don't you just push it right now? People can go check it out. All right. So hackerproject.substack.com. What, Jake?
I would push for the morning, at least tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
All right. Tomorrow morning, check out our Substack. Chris has an article you guys are going to want to check out. He did some research. He's got some graphs. It's interesting. You're going to learn something. So check it out. Appreciate you, Chris, for joining us and for writing an article for our Substack. Chris, officially a member of the Packer Project. Sorry, man, you got drafted by the Packer Project. You're here. Jake, thank you for moving heaven and earth to be here on time with us so you could do the stream. This is so much fun. Yeah. Love you all.
Thank you for the crowd, too. All the comments. Gosh, you crushed it tonight. Love that. Make sure you hit that thumbs up also. As we hit the outro.
Please like and subscribe. We love you. We'll be right back here on Monday. Go Pack Go.